emergency meeting. Indeed.
I saw red venting.
You're
Did I
red.
set this up wrong? Oh, I set this up wrong. Hang on. We did not hit the red button. We have not hit the button. We're unhitting the button. I pasted the correct stream key and it's trying to connect to Twitch. So it's trying to connect to Twitch with my YouTube stream key.
My button has been pressed, I think.
Well, everyone can know that I'm a buffoon.
Anybody who watches this back, yes. In the meantime, I'm going to go to your chat and plug myself. Assuming
paste your thing in the chat, and then I can put it in my description.
Oh, in this chat, okay.
Yeah, in either or chat in the MOW or in there we go.
I don't see your stream yet. Hey, look, Jonathan's in my stream. Hello, Jonathan. We have 4 people already, and it's been like 30
water
seconds.
tower up here? What up with that?
Okay.
Oh,
now,
wow.
wait,
So, did someone want to start running down to the sawmill and putting in a method down there so that we can actually turn trains around after we're done running them, just in case we actually want to do running forward?
Do we have track to the sawmill now?
Yeah.
We've had track to the sawmill. Anyways, look,
Okay.
we're now button is pressed now. Here we are.
Button has
There's a
been
lot of
pressed.
bumpy
I
track.
don't see the button yet. Oh, there it is. Woo, plug my stream. Is there any particular reason we're being quiet?
I'm not the stream host, so I didn't think it was my job to be entertaining yet.
Maybe Heist is doing an intro and just didn't tell us he was leaving.
I did, yeah. That was precisely what happened there.
We are lying to leave the logging camp.
I support this. Let's show the folks the railroad. We didn't get to run trains last time.
Yeah,
and I need to turn down my in-game sound by a bunch.
I know for a fact that not everybody was tuned into the episode 1.5, where we did some track maintenance.
Oh, you live streamed that?
I did live stream that. You don't watch my live streams, Mark.
So yeah, we've got the train going now. If people want to jump on and get a free ride down.
Am I meant to be running?
You're meant to be on the train.
I'm on the train. I guess I'm running now via the UI.
Oh. Jonathan in my chat
brakes
says...
on the front car. If you want to throw your brakes somewhere between 75 and 100%, and we'll just coast all the way down.
On Betsy or the first car?
78.
Okay.
On Betsy, I was talking to Mr. Engineer.
Hello.
Got a guy on my chat that says he almost went to bed and then saw the streams pop up. Now he's gonna grab a snack and stay up all night.
Awesome.
We are flattered. Yes, we are flattered. Just checking.
This is 6%, isn't it? Or is it 6.5?
6 1/4.
Jinx.
6 1/4. Yeehaw.
Yeah, we need to get as much of it down to 6 as possible, though, because Betsy with empties will just slog right down to like minimum crawling speeds.
See, that requires doing stuff, and I don't want to relay all of this.
Yeah, I think this route is considered open at this point.
Indeed.
Oh, you've already got control points. That makes it easy to rebuild to a different grade.
How do you rebuild a different grade with the control points?
That's a little
Do I need to do another tutorial video?
No, he just needs to rewatch the first one.
I have not seen rebuilding a grade, like changing the grade with the control points, because you still have to put
it's
in
like the
new
same
track,
process
right?
as when you set the grade.
Yeah, it's exactly the same process.
So you do this whole thing all over again, no?
Yeah, basically just run down it and
Exactly.
Snap
so
a bridge to every control point over the top of it, and then put the track on top of the new bit and delete what's underneath.
But that was exactly my point. I don't want to do that again. It took long enough. We can leave it at 6 1/4 and we'll just get bigger engines.
We gotta get some bigger
We'll
motor
get better
power.
engines after someone who has $6,000 runs this engine 6 times, and then someone else with $6,000 runs this engine 6 more times.
It's fine. We can always
Because
run
we
some
got to get the
loads
Porter
off
2 first. The
camera.
Porter 2 has to be the next engine we get.
Yeah, we are going what's the word? Consecutively. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going consecutively down the line of locomotives. So,
Just to shout out my chat again, I know Heist, you've been busy this week, and other things have happened. I don't know if we're going to discuss that at all.
I'd
But-
prefer not to if we could.
Yeah. In the meantime, I had done a couple community streams just with the Discord and a few people playing Zapekist. And guy in my chat says that next time he's definitely going to beat me. He's going to practice.
Beautiful.
I was holding
I'll
my
make
own.
sure
There-
I'm there next time then.
Yeah, but there's a map with like I guess it's a skateboarding half pipe, but set apart from each other, and Clown is just absurdly good at it. It's unfair.
Oh yeah, that one sucks.
That one's excellent.
You only say that because you're good at
You
it.
know, jeez, yeah, you know how to do it.
Perhaps we shall do
they're
another. And Heist, if you're there, we have a map in mind to show you.
Oh,
Level 21.
yeah? Ooh, I haven't gotten that far.
Good. Don't get that far. We want your live reaction to it.
Perfect.
Nothing at all
No.
regarding nefarious reasons at all.
Oh boy. So do we just switch back here? Or do we run through the reverse loop and keep this thing pointed forward?
Do you want to go see the
I
reverse
think we
loop?
could do the first one going through the reverse loop just because there's some work's been done there.
Okay, well, let's go down.
Pharma's been very busy because he has more time than the rest of us. Goodbye, whoever jumped off.
Someone's getting
That
the
was
switch. Someone's smart.
That was a switch
Yeah.
changer.
Are we set to go through
There'll
the
be another
reverse
switch
loop?
set up here. Should be, yeah. It's all lefts, and then you come in on.
It's not all
over the-
lefts.
We have a
It's
left.
not all lefts.
We have a
No,
left, a
or-
right, and then a left.
Oh, you're set to go through the other side of the reverse loop. That's
Okay,
fine.
I see. I thought it was going to be the rightmost track, and then I realized that's our unloading track.
Yeah.
This is quite nice.
So
You guys
if
did
you
some
want to
serious
stop real
fleshing
quick
stuff.
and just admire
Oh,
this.
cursed thing that you've built. It's got a
Pharma.
set of double doors.
Yeah, you want to go look
Why are
at
the water towers in the sand house?
Space.
that?
What's up with that?
How
We
did you-
needed so much more space.
How did you place the building like that? How did you?
I just
do
put
we-
the water tower down first, and then I put the sanding tower down.
So, Heist,
No,
do you
how
want
did
to?
see
how
the
did you
cursed-
line up
I
the
see
two
cursed
engine sheds?
pie.
If you want to go
Oh,
ahead and
I just
stop
looked at
stop the thing real quick.
Go ahead and stop. Sorry, what is my direction?
Stop.
Thank you. I've got the brake on. It'll stop
Yeah.
eventually.
Come look at the shed.
Wall breaks.
Pharma, the cursed tie. I
So
see
it's got double doors. Does it open them one at a time or both at once?
I also
It's
see
back.
the cursed tie now. I can't see it
block
'cause
is
he's
eternal.
closed.
It is open and closed at the same time.
Yeah,
The block comes back for clients.
it's double security. Oh, Heist, did you notice anything on the iron mine?
Oh. No, somehow
Oh,
I did not
no.
notice. Oh, good. We've resurrected the Cabece of Pestilence. Lordy.
Pharma went back through the stream and looked up the numbers I put on them. So they are essentially resurrected.
That's beautiful.
What was the other thing? We saw the caboose. We saw the double doors. Did you notice the whole water tower in the sanding tower building?
Yeah, that's. I mean, you're supposed to have that being a pile of sand and having a leaky water tower right on top of it, leaking into the sand, kind of makes
Yeah.
the sand not be sand anymore. And good God, that is like the biggest freaking nightmare. Yeah. But for
There's just
space
so
reasons, I
much
get it.
nasty lag here.
For next time, we'll make you a client heist so you can see the block.
What is the block?
If you want to go look at my stream real quick, just a casual plug, you can see the
Sure,
block.
why not?
I'm
It'll
not
show up
seeing
in
the block.
however long it takes.
Why did it do that?
I'm not quite sure why. I think what's happening is the client isn't sending that there's actually a control node in the middle of this segment, so the game like checks that the spline is continuous, and so it just places this as its own double length segment.
Oh, I tabbed
Currently
over to see
working
the block.
theory.
The block
It's
is
super wonky.
beautiful.
But yes, block.
Block of track.
No, I see why it's doing that. You have got somehow you've managed to get a segment of track in that is longer than the maximum length of track.
No, there's 2 segments there. Look at Heist's stream. The host sees it fine. It's just the clients that see it's missing a control point in the middle.
Yep.
Bizarre. Okay. I'm gonna get on. Let's head on down to the sawmill, and we've got some questions to answer on my
There's
stream.
no
Please.
control point there in the middle.
There is a control point there. You can download the map later and check yourself.
Logs is heavy. Okay, someone asks, what makes this map hardcore? And, well, the industries have been moved around, and we're running down to the sawmill from the logging camp that was way up the mountain there. So, yeah. I don't know if anyone else has more to say than that, other than watch Mickley's little briefer on it, his little quick video.
Yeah, I can grab a link to it. I did make an intro. I did a good thing.
You did. It was a nice thing.
Let's see. Hardcore map intro. Copy link.
In the prime years of the narrow gauge railroading, what would be my least favorite job and why? I mean, if we're talking like early prime, like the era this game is set in, I would hate to be a brakeman because, yeah, just to hell with that. Actually not having air brakes, that's like the most dangerous job on the railroad. If you're talking later on, there weren't too many terribly awful jobs that they had, thankfully. Guy who ends up cleaning the pit in the roundhouse, that's a crappy job.
What about the guy that climbs into the firebox?
Well, that's not that bad of a job, unless it's a hot firebox. Been there, done that. Yeah, got the t-shirt. Yeah, we, shoot, it was the first or second day out with Thomas we were running 491. No, it was the first. It was, yeah, first time we're running 491 for like a big event. It was like the only piece of motive power we had that possibly could have done it. And one of the guys that installed the pins in the grate shakers, the linkage underneath the grate shakers, you know, it's pinned and then there's a washer and a cotter pin to hold the levers in, and he didn't bend the legs of the cotter pin on one of the cotter pins for whatever reason, and so guess what pin came out right away. And it ended up being a problem because we like tried to shake the fire out the next day, and the grates, you couldn't move all the grates anymore. We couldn't dump the fire. There was no way, so we couldn't start fresh, and it was like, oh crap. And so we had to clean out as much as we could, and I had to go in there, and they had to get, like, I had to lay on top of where fire just was in a boiler that had some amount of steam in it, so it was at least 250 degrees on the boiler sheets. And I mean, me and my buddy Fred, God rest him, traded back and forth who gets to spend some time in the firebox and feel like they're being cooked to death. Yeah, while we fixed this damn pin. Because, of course, it's like, it's a little bit of, I can't think of a better term. It's a little bit of fishing around with your hands where you can't see what you're looking at because you have to go from above. You can't go in from beneath where the linkage is, so you have to tilt all the grates, and then you've got about a 2 or 3 inch thick window to try and work your hands around down to the tang where the pin is. And yeah, it was not quick or easy work. And yeah, it felt like it was the hottest day in Florida, hottest, most humid day, but it was pitch black because you're inside of a box. Bizarre, not fun, can't recommend.
Noted. Don't climb inside of hot
Don't-
fireboxes.
No hot fireboxes. Do I like the EMD F59PH? I deal with them. I don't know if I would say I would like them, but they're my children at the current railroad I work for. So they are a thing that works. What's the worst job on the railroad? These days, train crew. They ruin them on their scheduling. But I don't know. There's not too many super awful jobs on the railroad anymore. Some of them are really stressful, like being at the hot seat at the terminal, or being the terminal yard master, trying to make everything happen. That's really stressful, but it's not necessarily a bad job. If you're really good at it, it can be pretty fun. But I thought I meant using myself as fuel. No, that was not the purpose of going in the firebox. I believe that's called suicide in some cultures. I'm sure OSHA would have had a lot to say about climbing inside the hot firebox. But
So, who has $2,000?
I do.
Yeah, just make Heist pay for everything. I also have $2,000.
It's like we're lined into the log river. Lieutenant Walkie, or Walk, I'm not sure how to say your username, sorry. In the original days, you had the firemen on the left side. Conductors, yeah, fireman's side is conductor's side, and I had plenty of old heads at BNSF who would still write up defects saying fireman's side instead of conductor's side.
So as you can see, the sawmill isn't quite fixed. We're on the old version. In the save that's posted on the Discord, this building will be slightly lower and the logs will actually sit in the river, I believe, but these ones are just going to float a bit.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Oh, Lord 8 breaks.
Heist,
I've
if you
forgotten
want
I'm
the
running
money,
that
you
fee.
gotta unload, and since you're the main streamer person,
I see.
yeah,
Oh, can I unload here? Is it safe?
yes.
And then I'll
there's-
get us back to the
Anywhere on the wood platform is technically safe, but we should probably limit to just into the river.
That looks fairly good.
Just
Oh,
sticking
yeah,
out the
well,
ground.
That's kind of a meme. It's not a mod, it's moved industries. So these are still the log pond logs attempting to be in a pond, but there's no pond. Love it.
This is awesome.
All right, we've done the thing. I have $2,180 now. Look at that.
Alright, only
Oh,
$1,020 to go.
The switch is lined against you because I thought there was a loop. So, I'm gonna fix that.
No, we're just attempting a high-speed shove all the way back.
It'll be fine.
But yeah, that's what the stream's going to look like for the next hour, and then we'll have another engine, and we're doing 5 cars at a time.
Look at that.
Certainly, there's other lines to be built.
So wait, hang on. Our capacity up to 6% is 3 empties.
Yes.
Barely 3 empties. You'll watch us slog down crawling speed.
Oh my god,
And-
Betsy, please.
Betsy V2 can only take 2.
Yeah, that's why combined they're going to be doing 5.
I am happy to say that Betsy and Betsy 2 are the same engine for purposes, because they are the same engine. They're not the same locomotive, but they're the same engine. And if
Okay,
we're
then
going
we'll go
in-
to the Eureka, which can also do 3 empties.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
But it'll have air brakes.
The save.
See, the Betsy and Betsy 2 are pretty much the same until you're hauling tonnage, and then they're not.
Yeah. Yep. Then the weight matters. So
So I see track work laid between other industries. What all has actually been done, or at least groundwork?
So someone has started building a line between the oil field and the refinery. Very brave, I might say. HumanityKills, I believe, is when it did that. But that's the only actual other thing that's been built that wasn't us. The track you're seeing all the way on the other side of the cliff, that's for getting to the spawn yard to the iron mine.
And that's the stuff that we laid. Yay! Me and Tristan. Yay!
Yeah.
You guys fixed it, right?
Hopefully.
No.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Beautiful. It works. It functions.
I made
TM.
the bridge turn around, touch the ground now, but that's it. That was like a shoddy, 20-second job.
So
Okay.
should maybe some of the party go off and start working on another line, since there's 5 of us.
You know,
I vote not
that
me.
could use a ditch crosser over there. The one we just passed over. Not it.
Well, actually, there is something else the Eureka could do. By the way, I miscalculated the maths before. The Eureka is at tonnage with 2 empties up to the logging camp, so it can do even less than Betsy can.
Lame.
That is
We won't have a
Well,
logging engine until we get to the logging engines. How ironic.
is this line we're running on still guide track?
Yeah. But we're going to be running on it, so we can't replace it today.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put your Form B in. So someone
How long
asks
does it
again,
take
what
to get
makes
up
the
to the
map
hill?
hardcore? We're running to the logging camp right now, and we're gonna go up that. That's what makes it hardcore.
But yeah, there is, we could, once Heist gets to $2,900, get a Eureka and then start running beams and lumber to the iron mine, and
I think
then
that
that
would
could also
be
be
the-
making some money.
I think that would be the move. That's actually probably gonna be
Alright.
the easy way to make money is beams and lumber more than logs. Logs is obviously hard, but I guess we could probably get 2 trains running. That'd be the real move.
What?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
The problem is we're just going to deal with possible collisions.
Well, the only
Well,
part
it
of the track we share is coming up. Well, I guess it's here. We could just
Yeah.
wait for one engine to go down and then follow it with the other engine.
So,
Actually try and proper coordinate a schedule.
yeah.
Yep. Timetable trains, figure out how long it goes.
How many cars can Eureka take up this grade? Like, what is this ruling grade between Iron Mine and Sawmill?
We'll say 3.
3.
Someone wanna throw that switch?
Okay. What switch?
The one
Oh.
in front of me, I'm just doing a switch back here.
Yeah.
On it.
Well, we gotta get the Porter Tier 2 anyways.
No, we don't. No, that's lame.
No, the host has declared they're the same engine.
Okay. So
They are
that's
the
what
same
that meant.
engine.
Okay.
They're not the same locomotive. And somebody actually asked this in the in my YouTube, and I've been trying to get to a couple questions, but we had good conversation going. So the difference between an engine and a locomotive is that the engine is the engine, as I said in my video. That it's hard to look at a steam locomotive and go, well, okay, well, what's the engine? It's the pistons, the cylinders, the rods, the wheels. That makes up the engine portion of a locomotive. Just like your engine in your car is, your V8 under the hood or whatever you have. It is the 2 cylinders up front, the valve gear, the rods, the wheels. That is the engine in a steam locomotive. And so you could have 2 Chevys, and they both have 350s, and one of them's a Camaro, and one of them's a Corvette. And the engine is the same, but the car is different. And so in the case of Betsy and the Betsy 042, they are the same engine set. The Betsy 042 just has the trailing truck cab and associated extra crap with it. So the same engine, different locomotive.
Yeah, it's like comparing a 350 Chevy in an Impala versus being in a Corvette.
Exactly.
One's really heavy and the other one's nice and light.
Yep. Any train songs that I know? We're listening to Chattanooga Choo Choo, which is in the soundtrack that I played, so yes.
Anyway, for setting timetables, it's approximately 1 Kenosha on the downhill from the logging camp to that switch.
What an
I
I wonder
American
why you
measurement.
know that.
The uphill is maybe 3 Kenoshas, 3.5 Kenoshas.
Solid.
Because this is the
Understood.
speed we're going to be
4.5
taking the rest of it.
Oh my god. Betsy. Somebody get on back and fart. We might need to get the extra propulsion. At least Eureka would Eureka be faster? Probably not.
No, because Eureka would only take 2 empties up this.
That's right. God.
But would it be faster?
3 empties, Eureka, the calculator says 5.8% maximum grade, and we're definitely over that.
Vomit. The track below that we just came from goes down to the sawmill, and we're running up to the logging camp right now.
Do you get XP for loading stuff or only unloading?
Only unloading.
Unloading.
Yeah. Unloading and cutting trees.
I feel like you should get XP.
Yeah, if you want
for...
XP, go sit next to a tree and commit XP glitch.
Indeed.
I feel like you should get XP for it.
Probably. Have I ever dabbled in model railroading? I had a 4x8 sheet of plywood layout when I was a kid in the basement that never really got anywhere, but I could run trains on it. And I've got some model locomotives, but I don't have a layout, so.
AC6000 has joined the chat.
Oh, hi, Michael.
Hello, friend.
People are
Anyway.
asking me for me to help them lay their track on their railroads online server. Hey, everyone else in this call, tell them why that's a bad idea.
No.
See, Heist, I'm pretty sure they're fully aware. You're not going to like good track. They just want you to do it because you're the celebrity.
Oh, I see how it
This
is.
is true. And then they can have us come and fix it. It's all a play. It's all a ploy.
Oh god, did we actually go with naming all of our flats L101, 102, 103?
They're log flats.
Log flats.
Well, I mean, that's a take.
So anyway, I figured I'd spoil the magic a bit. You still haven't noticed that Betsy isn't named Betsy.
Oh, did you change it?
It's been Bestie the whole time.
No, you know, I did notice that last time. And
No,
I
you didn't. You
comment
didn't
on
say
it, but-
anything. You didn't say anything. You didn't notice.
I did notice, but I like chalked it up to probably dyslexia. Like, it's fine.
You noticed and convinced yourself you didn't notice. Therefore, you didn't notice.
Well, you have a point.
That's a thing though. As long as the first letter and the last letter are correct, most people will read over
I've
a
seen
word,
that
even though
internet
the
copy
middle.
pasta. I have seen it.
Anyway,
is
there is a
actually
way
true.
to turn the engine around and like get the locomotive on the other side actually so going forward downhill up at the logging camp. That's what the turntable is up there for. But for expedience's sake, I'm going to run this engine shuttle style.
Yeah, I see no reason to not. They wouldn't have actually turned this thing at the logging camp. They would have run it shuttle. The line's gauge. This is a 3-foot gauge line. I'm assuming you mean the grade. The grade is 6.25. Is that right?
Technically, it's 6.4
Yeah, ruling, yes.
grade.
6.4 ruling. Okay.
As in the maximum
No, the
grade here is
6.4 grade
6.4.
there, but it's not the ruling grade.
Yeah, ruling is different than maximum. Ruling
Isn't-
is.
Somebody
maximum
told me
consistent,
ruling was
but-
the max grade.
It's the maximum consistent grade that would actually stop the train based on speed.
Six
if I'm
and a quarter
remembering my
then.
definitions right. So,
6.25 then.
gotcha.
Hey,
They're asking
Yep,
if the spline
speed
update
grade.
will fix me laying bad track, and that remains to be seen, but it'll probably significantly improve my ability to lay track.
No, solid, maybe.
Solid maybe, they say.
Do we have any thoughts on the Colorado Midland Railroad? I don't
Oh,
know
the
what that
Midland is-
means.
The Midland, we'll school you on the Midland. What a bat crap, stupid railroad.
Well,
What I
somebody,
really want to see
somebody in
Spline
my
Update
chat
is
knows what
the
it is.
ghost image of track being predictive of the curve that will come out.
That'd be nice.
Technically, it
So
already
ma-
does that
for,
for the host.
For the uninitiated, the Colorado Midland Railroad was one of the many railroads in Colorado. Shocker. And
No
there were
way.
I think 2 or 3 narrow gauge lines that tackled the route over the Rockies to, western Colorado. And they were all narrow gauge. And the Midland just said, to hell with it, we'll do it standard gauge. So they did this crap, but in standard gauge. So
Oh,
It wasn't as advanced as, I mean, it wasn't crazy like the Uinta, but they did stuff that the DNRGW did, but standard gauge. They're kind of crazy.
Did we lose Tristan? Where did you go?
I just ran ahead to the logging camp.
Oh, you didn't fall off? Okay.
That is faster than riding the
Also,
train.
you're lined wrong because I did an oof.
Is that the switch we're lined wrong on?
Yep, we're
Yeah,
pulling into
yeah.
Cordwood now.
I wanted to be helpful. I really did. Realized my mistake right as you ran over the switch. So just bring her on back.
Yeah,
and,
that's
try
No,
and
we cannot turn around on that grade. If you want us to turn around, we're going all the way down to the sawmill again.
All right.
Sure we
Oh.
can.
We're just going to re-rail over to the other side.
We've got methods. Use
All right.
use the magic.
I've got Bestie.
All right. And then the hand of God came down and picked up the flat cars and took them to the other track.
Stole it. Just make sure that
Anyways,
brake
I
is
joined
on.
it, but I have to.
Wait, why shove if we have the power?
Well, you've already dropped it down, so
That's fair.
Did
Oh,
Michael
and
say he
who left
wanted
the
to
flat
join?
car over there?
he
No,
was
no, I-
threatening to say something along that line.
Well, no, I was gonna say I would join, but I have to be at work at 10 in the morning.
No,
Oof.
well, thanks for
So-
stopping in, bud.
Imagine
Yeah,
having
just wanted to
work.
pop and say hello.
Have a good one on that.
Any chance of a video on the Uinta? I would have to do some serious research and find a lot of pictures to actually do a video to do justice to the Uinta. So maybe when I've got more time, that could be a fun thing to do.
Can we get
that
Bestie to
actually
shove
gonna
back
load?
and I'll hook you up?
Oh, that will load. Interesting.
Anyways, you guys have fun.
You
See
can
you
get
around.
brakes on one of those.
The last brake is on. The last brake is now off.
So someone asked if we'll do another public server night, and I figure I have this answer for a Q&A video for this weekend, but the reality of it is that QMA confirmed why there's only a 16-player limit. He thought there was no hard limit, but Unreal hard sets a lot of server restrictions in their default build, which is why we're region locked, A, but also B, why we only had 16 players. When we set the slider to 32 or 64, it's a hard-coded value. So he said that he's going to have to rewrite his own server browser to A, fix the region lock, and also to fix the player count thing. So, but until then, public server night, I mean, it won't, I don't think we'll try and announce it as hardcore to get, 150 people screeching in a Discord again. Because as much fun as that was for my bleeding eardrums, no. But yeah, we will do some more public events for sure.
So, for reference, in the past little bit, I, Mickley, and some other people have just been hanging out in the Discord playing some Zapekist, which is the soapbox car game. Just chilling, having some fun together, nothing serious, not running trains or anything. And
Yeah, we
that was
hang out
actually
in this Discord, so
that was actually decided by Carl, the Discord bot, for reference. We asked Carl what to do, and Carl's like, play with the people on YouTube on Zapekist. So that
well,
is
there you go.
that is now the time filler.
And get beaten by a clown.
Yes, Clown is absurdly good and it's unfair.
Well, that's not terribly surprising.
It's not surprising. That doesn't mean it's any less unfair though. There's a map for those of you who have not played the game. That's essentially you're jumping across two half pipes, and Clown is absurdly good at it, and I don't know why. Well, I know why. He's been playing racing sims for longer than I've been alive.
Yeah,
Yes,
that'll do it.
that's true.
And he just gets the car to do it perfectly. And it's absurd.
That's not my favorite map. My favorite map is the one that actually looks like a racetrack.
True. That is true. You did say that.
And yeah, nobody got within 2 seconds of me on that map.
Are we properly lined to leave now, or did someone fix that?
Nope, someone needs to fix that.
I'll run ahead.
Alright. I will stay on the cars then. Who's driving?
Me.
Running. I'm running. You're running. look at this, but we're doing two very different things.
I'll get the brake. Don't worry. Oh, you've already got it. Okay. Can we
All
put
right,
it
we're
on that
lines
early?
down now. So someone comments, when doing the public server, did you just have people dedicate their time to track laying or running trains? And the public server just turned into a catastrophe about 5 seconds in. So
Oh, not even. It was like 2 seconds in.
We didn't even all get a join.
yeah, that's true. It was just, yeah, that was just a pile of thing.
My favorite part is nobody went and got Mickler transports down from the ironworks until I went and did it like 2 hours into the stream.
Yeah, because everybody who wanted to play with the Mickley transport stuff didn't actually get in. They were all in the voice chat.
Oops.
Sad. So, are we going to buy... so sorry to cut you off really quick. Are we going to buy
dare you.
another just tier 1 porter? Keep him going. Are we going to buy another
No,
tier
we're-
1 porter
we're
and
buying a
3
No, we're
flat,
gonna
flats?
get
yeah.
Eureka
and double?
next. We can get some tier 2 flat cars and start
So you-
doing lumber and beams at the same time as just run logs.
Okay.
Eureka took
Eureka and
4
then
cars
2
up a
flats.
4%.
We just need
Loaded
to do like
beams and lumber.
I think either 5 or 6 more deliveries of logs to the pond so that Heist can actually afford the Eureka, and then someone else who doesn't have $2,000 are going to get the flats.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
we
gonna
all
go-
join the company of the person who still has $2,000 so that they can get the next engine.
I am on my way, just running ahead of this train that wants to run me over.
I was gonna say, you're not really running ahead of us.
Yeah. Ish. I'm
surprised you
ever so marginally ahead. Oh no,
No, you're
coming
not.
faster. Picking up
It's a
speed.
race
I guess
between-
I'll stay here
Uh-oh.
with you guys.
Race
It's spicy
I'm gonna go
farm.
sit next to
And,
a tree and get the XP for tier 2 flat cars.
Oh shoot, yeah. How many XP do I need for the Eureka? I guess I'm already level 3.
there.
But...
I should probably have my chat
Have
open.
I been to the
Yeah.
Midwest Central Railroad in Mount Pleasant? No, I've not, but I want to because it's 3-foot narrow gauge and I've got some friends that work there. We are running a train of logs down to the sawmill, which is in the wrong spot because that's the whole point of this.
Hey, look,
Shenanigan.
the refinery's over there.
Yeah, look, oil refinery. in
That's
the
not where
mountains
it's
by the
supposed to
river.
be.
Who left that there? And Keedell, yeah, Keedell asks, Utah used to have a ton of rail, but it's all mostly gone now. Why? And it's mostly decline in regional railroad traffic being picked up by semi-trucks more than anything else. Or less industries and locations. It didn't make sense to run trains.
Do we want to talk about how bad Utah roads are?
I don't know how bad. I know I've been through Utah a couple times just on the interstates, though, but they seemed okay.
Well, compared to Arizona Arizona roads, it's so much worse. Like, honestly, if of the roads I've been on, and I've only been around the West, but Utah's been the worst. Close second being California, and Arizona's way better in terms of cleanliness and noise and traffic.
Is it because no one lives there, or...
Well, no, they're actually maintained.
Yeah, your American back roads are better than our Australian highways.
Oh,
Lordy.
Dirt.
Australian highways are dirt?
We don't have roads, we just have places where people drive a lot and it kind of kills all the vegetation in that area, and then we call it a road.
Yep.
'Cause am I getting the
that
brakes on the
covers a
front
lot of
car?
them.
Brakes on the front car?
Yeah, I'm on them.
Which front car?
The front of the consist where the locomotive is, like, get them off so we don't do this.
Oh, okay.
We all misunderstood. Technically, the front is the directional front of the train, which, well, that's a
Well,
confusing different thing,
well-
but...
Well, I'm not up there anymore. I fell off the bridge.
Goodbye.
I mean,
I'm-
same.
I'm
That
ready
was
to
so
throw this
funny.
switch, so...
I wanted to see what happened to Clown, and
And then
experienced
you
it.
also went through the gap. That was beautiful.
Mind the gap. Get away from the switch. I'm throwing
You can
it.
tell we're only, like, the most skilled players here in the hard mode map.
Yeah.
Oh yes, for sure. We are very experienced in.
I was role playing in
falling off of
1800
bridges.
Brakeman.
Do
To
we know
fall
when
off the
public
bridge?
testing of the spline update is? If we if we listen to what QMA said, sometime in the next week we should see a public beta, but we're assuming it's going to be construction tools only, so we'll see. Oh wow. Getting some good spam in the chat on YouTube. Thanks. Let's report the hell out of that.
Hey, that's the ones that botted me.
I
Oh,
tried to report it and it kicked me out of the live stream page. Hopefully it didn't crash the stream.
Our stream's still going.
I'm reporting it.
I would have jumped on it, but I'm not a mod.
Oh, you're not a mod on my YouTube?
should fix that.
Yeah, I could fix that real easy. Stream is still up. Well, that's good. It tried to boot me off the page about 4 times in a row.
There we go. Now you can click on me and mod me.
Thank you.
People begging for mod in chat just get mod? What? That's not bad practice.
Oh, well it didn't work because I pinned it instead of modded him.
Why beg in public channel? L.
Oof.
Why would you pin him?
Because I'm bad at what I'm doing, and I'm realizing it's my push to talk that's trying to get me forward. So I have to stop talking while I do this.
That's hilarious. Fun fact, I showed up in Clown's stream for all of like 3 seconds one of the nights he was streaming. It was like midnight 30 for me. And he's like, alright, you get mod. I'm like, okay. I've been here
There you
once.
Oh yeah. Well, you mod the people you trust, don't you?
Oh, you trust me. That's saying a lot.
Yeah, that's yeah. Maybe
is
I
fair.
shouldn't.
You need to let Mickley win with the Zeep.
This is officially spicy speed, Pharma.
It is. It's bouncing like you wouldn't believe.
It's bouncing on the host end too, so
We need money.
Yeah, you can see the difference between popcorn and bounce.
Yeah, derails don't
That was
cost anything,
bounce.
so it's fine.
yeah, you can see he's a good company man. He's trying to wreck the train by running so fast so he can get the money faster.
Meanwhile, I'm just entertaining my stream with me next to a tree.
I have
Waiting
so
for you guys to
many
come
hours
back.
just like running trains at maximum speed now. It's unreal.
Uphill slow, downhill fast.
Yeah, tonnage for safety last. We are
Yes.
doing that, although we should really get some more cars, but
We are really hauling.
We can't move more cars until we get the next engine.
How fast are we going? Have you got your speedo on?
I don't have a speedo. I'm not
Yeah,
the
who's
host.
got
It's
railroads
too
online?
unreliable as a
I'm
client.
about a quarter of the
Oh.
way through level 2, approaching level 3. So, we'll see how
Lordy.
far I get by the time you guys get back.
Because we've got to be doing at least 24, 25 mile an hour.
I'd say we're about 22 right now.
it feels like a good 22. It feels like the new top speed of the Porter or thereabouts. I'm surprised it's not tried to throw itself off.
Honestly,
No, I
I'm kind of
wouldn't do that to
hoping.
me. I'm a good driver.
I'm kind of hoping that
Achievement
QMA doesn't
unlocked.
remove.
Achieved valve float with a Porter. Beautiful.
Personally, I'm kind of hoping that QMA doesn't
Speaking
fix
of being a
the
good driver, we have 0 boiler pressure.
whole tree give XP bug because it's super useful on
Would you like
multiplayer.
some wood?
No, we
You
have
probably
fire.
won't.
We just went cold before
That's fine.
we got fire. We have momentum. Anyway,
Just let it roll.
but yeah, if we want to get some people building some stuff and try and get high money to buy the next engine.
Yeah, that could totally be a thing if you guys want to start trying to tackle the next alignment.
Like Clan, you said this area would be good for a yard just because the sawmill is super central to everything.
I don't build good yards. That'd be Mickley builds good yards.
What? I build good yards? Says who?
Says all those really good yards on your track.
I am
I've
flattered.
seen them.
I am flattered. But I can't tell if this is a punishment or a blessing.
Why not both?
Well, I heard a bit of a snicker from over there from Clown's End.
Hey, I didn't snicker. It wasn't me.
Yeah, someone
Yes,
starts
it was.
building
I
that,
heard
someone
you. I
starts
saw your
building the
mic
line
light
that
up.
leads down to the smelter because, like, that's the next thing we're going to need after we start getting, trains going this way.
I suppose I can build a yard on stream. That's good content. Better than sitting next to a tree. Alright, I'm level 3. Heist, you're dropping frames.
Am I?
It's either you're dropping frames or the game is lagging.
Do we have brakes on in a car somewhere? We're stopping way too quickly.
Because when you go to stop, I put the brake on as well here. I'm standing on a brake.
It's being a brake man.
XP is
being a brake
five-
man, actually.
it's
Being a brake
5
man.
XP per tree, so as long as you're holding your mouse next to it, it's like 5 every half a second or so. Every second-ish.
5 every refresh of trying to chop down the tree.
Yep.
Logs
So-
going into the river. Guys, it's
Where
a hardcore
are we
map.
going
That's
to
the whole
hook into
point.
this line? Where are we going to hook into this line at to get down to the smelter?
I don't
That's on the
know.
unload
question.
side.
Probably before we even actually get to the switch that decides which side is the unload and which side is the load side, because we need to lose a
Yeah,
lot of height,
I'm-
and we still don't want that to be a steep grade.
You can get 2.5 from here, easy. Well,
We'll make
I'm
it so,
actually
Captain.
I'm going to remove a little bit of track here at the bottom, so there's an MOW on the bottom of the Form B
Yep,
at the
Form
bottom
B.
of the.
That's fine. You got like half hour until we need to use that truck again.
Does it really take half an hour?
To get to where?
Nice. How long have we been streaming for?
Shoot, 45 minutes.
Yes.
So about a half hour. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna post a Minisburg link. It is not publicly downloadable. But here you guys go in both chats. If you want to look at where stuff is in the current rail setup. It's been updated a little bit since then, but that is fairly recent. Actually, I need to look at the grades. Let's see, we got 3. So that lineup is a ruling grade of 3 then, for the Eureka pulling up to the iron mine.
But are we dunking
Yeah,
down?
so we can do
before
2
this
and
cliff
2.
or over it?
Perfect.
Yeah, I've got a route in mind.
All right, I was just chopping some trees down. Didn't want to get too many of the wrong ones.
Well, Eureka will do 2 and 2 lumber and beams up to 3%.
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah,
saying.
we'll sort of be coming forward, and I'm going to come down and put basically switch back down in here.
All right.
Oh, that's a good question in your
Turn all-
chat, Heist.
Turn all the way around and then come back down this way.
Do we think breakware will be simulated eventually?
I
right,
said
sounds
no
good.
because, I mean, as far as wear of brake shoes, the only thing that impacts is keeping the slack adjusted on your brake cylinders.
Well, hello there.
And
General Kenobi!
it doesn't end up being that much of an important factor unless you work at the car shop. So operationally, it's not a big thing. Someone followed up asking, what about simulating like brake fade from riding them too long? And I mean, on the narrow gauge, you didn't really have enough tonnage to make the brake shoes like smoke or like wear super hard, really. But you could piss away your air. That's a more likely scenario, and we will have that simulated because you'll have a main reservoir tank, and we'll have realistic air at some point. Probably not the first edition of air brakes on cars, but we'll see.
How big of a yard do we want?
This is the main yard.
That will be the main yard.
Not massive, but a good size.
So, like, how many lanes for how many cars each?
I think the standard maximum consists we're going to get in this map is going to be 8 cars, just because, like, it's this map.
So make it for 12 cars and, I don't know,
12 cars,
eight
maybe
lanes?
6, 8 lanes, somewhere in there, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do a combo stub yard and a view thing. I don't know what it's called, where it switches in and out and you have the short lanes on the outside and the long lanes on the inside. Again, I'm not a trained person. I don't know that much about yards.
Blind ahead, Pharma.
Yep, just doing a power break there.
I liked it. That's a good move. Steam chest will eventually be simulated as much as we can. I mean, actually simulating everything that happens is very difficult, but yeah, we do want to add better steam and valve gear. Because right now the reverser does nothing. The reverser is a reverser. It is not a Johnson bar, so.
It's a gear stick.
So yeah, we have an MOW out on this track at the bottom here, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a form bit, the track in front of the sawmill.
I have been told the one where it's skinny on the outside and long on the inside is called a bow yard. Is this true?
Because it bows.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Most real train yards don't end up following a lot of those designs because of boundary conditions, so I've never gotten to hear the official terms. At least not in my area. I'm sure out in the plains where they've got space for days, I'm sure they came up with stupid names for stuff like that.
Is somebody deleting a bunch of stuff? Because it is kind of laggy.
Someone was deleting some stuff before. I think it was Clown getting rid of some tracks so he could put in the separation to start going down smoother. Legit hoping we get a bit crushed moo sound effects when we get the cattle cars in game.
That's a vibe. Crushed moo sound. Is that from when you run poorly and you squeeze cows? When are we gonna start simulating quantum mechanics and railroads online? Asking for a friend. Well, actually, that's the next update after the spline update. So that's how we're gonna have tunnels. You'll be able to quantum tunnel. You'll just have to roll the probability of quantum tunneling every single atom in your locomotive at the same time through the same tunnel to get to the other side. So good luck.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There is a chance.
Are we talking tunneling in terms of rolling for chance like a 20-sided die type thing, or are we talking like a million-sided die? What kind of chance are we talking?
Million-sided dies.
A 20 factorial sided die.
So like million-sided die, but 3 of the same number in a row.
And you need to crit succeed. Yeah.
Are you laying track, Clown?
Yes, that was just one spline I just put in. The spline's in, done.
I've edited up to this switch over here, so if you wanted to change that, then yeah.
Edited up to...
Hi, so I think we didn't get big enough of a run-up. If you want to start 050ing that last car.
You ran out of steam. You ran out of steam again. Wow. I will 050 the last car up, but lordy. Bad engineer, fireman, operator, man.
I'm only an engineer.
Well, I guess that explains why you're not putting any fire in it.
I thought, the brakeman should have something to do.
Oh, well, I was standing around answering questions on the stream. So.
Also, if I press F when we're going, I'll just get off the train.
That is a problem. Client stuff. It's fine. Doppler effect moves. Lordy.
I still want Doppler effect on the whistles.
That would be nice. Having Doppler effect in general, just on everything, yeah, would be cool. I'm not sure what all goes into that as far as the Unreal Engine's concerned, but yeah.
Today I learned that Betsy with just its brakes cannot hold 2 cars on this 6.25% slope.
Well, I'll get to the top before you do, apparently.
Oh, glad I went to the trouble of deforesting all this since you're using it, Mickley.
Yeah, I'm coming off more to the left because I want to put in a Y.
Oh, no, come back. Come back. Come back.
So
Come back.
Cloud,
Come back. Come back. Pharma incoming.
What?
Missiles away.
Kenosha is playing on my end.
Not playing on my ends, but
Have you got your
I feel
derail
like
counter
Mickley,
ready?
you just sent a card down at me.
yeah,
So,
now you know how Mick feels. This wasn't a 7% though. This is only 6 1/4. So I accidentally right-clicked
this
and then I tried to
particular
derail it again, and it
switch-
just wouldn't do.
This particular switch, can we have it facing the other way?
Which one?
The one
The one
I'm
I put
standing
in?
on? The one you put in, yeah. Can we have it facing in the other way for a Y into the yard?
I think it's gone.
Well, it came off. It's below you.
So, like... this way.
Oh yeah, there it is.
We have
Like,
officially
This
derailed our
this
first
switch
car,
can
ladies and
move
gentlemen.
have,
backwards,
yeah.
but can we have this switch on the end of your nice spline going this way? Because I wanted to put a Y in at
it's-
the top here.
That's not a nice line. It's wonky.
Well, it's better than Heist.
So you want me to move my switch back up to here?
What? No, just the switch you put in, flip it around. So it's facing this way out into creating a Y for the yard.
But we need that for the other line. That's why it's there.
What?
Delete
No.
it and put it. Delete it and put in what you want to put in, and then I'll put my switch back in so I can run the line down to the smelter. Because that's where the line to the smelter was going.
Yeah. So,
Are you passing in front of the waterfall?
we want to be able to get out of the yard into this Y, and then, like, from this switch, turn out. Can we do that, or does it need to move back further? That's what I'm saying.
Well, how? There's no line now over to the
Yeah, but we can move that.
load.
I'm just
He's saying rework that, Luke.
Yeah, I want a switch in here somewhere. Doesn't have to be here, but I want a switch in here so we have a Y into the yard.
I'm not getting what you're doing.
Do I need to
Build
MS
what
paint
you
it?
need to build, and I'll stand here and wait until you've got everything where you want it in the right spot, and then I'll put my Y in that gets us down to
No,
the smelter.
no. I will MS paint it.
And Betsy runs great with just 2 cars.
Is this the move? Is to have? Is the move to? Can I? Do you think if I sit on the back while re-railing this car, it'll automatically update, and we could fish ladder with me re-railing the last car, so
Yes.
it's no longer.
Probably.
We'll just shave like a whole 7 minutes off our commute like that.
That's
Dude,
amazing.
I
Do it.
I like it. I support it. Oh lordy. Okay, well I've made it to the logging camp with my Hand of God flat car. And you're on the approach by the sound of it.
Yep, I'm coming into the switches.
Look at that speed!
So we really want 3 switches here, Clown, is what Mickley's proposing.
Yeah, well, that's just the one that was there had to go back in again where it was.
All right, here it's in discussion. It's uploading. That is what I want to do. The squiggly lines are the yard.
Okay, that doesn't really make any sense, but okay. Oh, you want to go all the way around there? Well, that's not going to work.
Well, we
I'm
don't.
not go heading
We
there
don't
with the
have to
line.
do that. All that changes is if we make this a stub yard or a through yard. So
Okay, I see what you need to do.
if it ends up ending in stubs and we only want it to come into this Y, then that's fine. It's an idea. So depending on what you guys want to do, either I'll make it a stub yard or we'll make it a through yard.
Well, 3 yards are easy to operate.
Any objections? This means we're going to have a weird runabout going outside around the sawmill, or we can do a balloon loop. I can probably fit in a 25-degree loop just fine.
So YouTube stream chat is saying, to hell with building routes. Get 3 more cars and have everyone else on stream sitting behind re-railing cars over cars, and we could double the capacity of each run. Which is that is an interesting strategy.
Hey, now what would happen if we actually loaded cars on the 3 cars to take them up, and then brought 6 down? Would that work?
Oh, does the weight of cars on cars count? I don't know.
It does not count.
Clown.
Oh my god.
So, Clown, come back. These switches need to be swapped. I want to be able to run out of the yard to the smelter. So, like, here...
Well, then why didn't you just put in the extra one on the end then instead of taking it away? Well, then swap them around. I've got my spot here where I can build from it.
Okay.
Do you want to brake on one of the cars going down, Pharma? Or just...
I'll put one on the front when we start to go down.
Okay.
So,
There you go,
Tristan, you are tasked with moving this out so we have track in between these two. At least a 90-degree piece in. So have fun.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to relay a bit of the sawmill.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's a good idea.
That's a terrible idea.
Putting track in between the 2 switch stands that are next to each other?
Having the 2 stands there, put the stand on this side, so you know that
we
this
can
one's
just use
turning
the
this
other
way.
switch. Nickley's silly. It's okay.
I am silly. Says you.
Yes.
You were asking last time, Clown, if I had a total count and an individual count. So I've put the total count up as 1 because we hadn't derailed last episode. All right, Pharma, I'm on, and let's head down. I'm gonna run and use the restroom, so try to dox me while I go do that. Don't put the train on the ground.
You want us to
Make
dox
sure you
you?
turn off your mic.
No, just tell stories. Be interesting. How dare you? Can you do that?
Well, it depends. How much do you think we know about you?
He's already left.
So I found him on Google Maps after he talked about that thing sideswiping his car.
Nice.
Stalker much? Okay, I'll be doing some deleting here.
Oh, I can feel it.
Nickley, are you going to fill this whole yard in with this?
Look, I just want to get the curve right because I want to have the Y, and then we'll have one entry point into all the lanes. And I'll just put a balloon loop on the end so we can turn stuff around. So technically it'll be a run-through yard. So we'll have 2 center lanes, one for coming in, one for coming out. And that'll determine how the cars are stored. So it's going to stick off in that direction. This is where I have my coal mine yard. And it fit, I think, 15 lanes? This is where we're having this switch, yes?
Yeah, I think the switches are where they're going to be.
Okay. Now, see if I can do this.
Anyway, hi stream. I've just made the train do a runaway because I'm Australian, and that's just how we operate. So I just noticed one of the switch stands was floating, and it bothered me. So, you know, the train will be fine. It'll get down, probably.
Maybe.
It'll stop eventually.
I'm attempting to do a 90 according to how Clown does it.
Yeah, 25 degree on a quarter turn.
Oh, I need one more switch. Do we want to see if I've done this right, Clown?
So, I'm not sure. Where are you trying to come into?
I'm coming in from here into the switch that's pointed off this way.
You're trying to end up here where I'm at.
Yeah, and then go over there.
Yeah, I don't think you got it right.
No?
No, I don't think so.
But it's two
You've seen the picture.
it's two switches
seen
one
it.
way and two switches the other way from the end, right? I'm gonna go look up the picture.
I'll,
I haven't seen the picture in a while.
I'll dump the picture in the... Oh, no, I can't dump the picture, because if I dump the picture, I'll get, I'm pretty sure it is there. If you go to the Railroads Online channel and look in the pins. Did I put it in there? No, I didn't put it in there.
Let's see. From Clown has embed. No.
Is it in?
As file.
This is a good look. I came back in, and my stream is just me clipping in and outside of the old man's face. Some good body horror.
All right.
I thought you were going to say your stream was just like me coming back onto the train after I just left it.
Sounds nice track.
So yeah, Mr. MOW crew, how's our track looking at the bottom of the hill?
Are you coming down?
We're just about to hit the switchback.
I am scrolling through Discord things to figure out how to do this 90 degree, so have fun.
That's fine. I guess we can 050 over the affected area.
Yep.
No, you should be set to come through.
I don't
We'll
know
have
which
to
ways.
delete
I don't know
one
which way my switches are
person's
pointing.
question. Yeah, no, I'll go set all the switches. I've only got like one piece of groundwork left to place here. There we
Let's see,
go. The
there's the
groundwork's
image.
in. You found it.
Went to the restroom for 1 minute, scarred the rest of everyone else for a whole day. Oh, lordy.
All right, you're lined
So
for the,
I have to
buttermilk.
reverse engineer this. This is where I'm coming in from.
Because it actually fits around
That's
the
great.
outside of the...
Oh, yeah, let me
Yes.
check.
So I have this here, and then it should be two switches.
Yeah, your brakes are all off.
Two switches, crossover. And then two more switches, and it hits the end of the switch I'm turning into. So now we'll find out if I mathed and reversed engineered this the correct way. Okay, that did place in. Because if this ends up with that, your track is in the foul, by the way. It does not. I have gone one too many. Your track is no longer in the foul. So essentially I have to take from this one and come one switch over back, and now we're set. Now it should be the Clown 25 degree patented turn.
Is that enough spicy fast for you?
from this there.
Now we can get a little bit more speed.
And then we'll take a switch off of
Please
this.
shut off is all.
Yeah, the regular stops adding speed once you're over the maximum speed.
Oh, really?
Take a switch left.
Guess that makes sense.
And this will
Let's go
go that way. Over there somewhere.
That's a wobble.
Smidge a wobble.
But Clan has assured me it'll get ironed out sometime when he gets around to doing the thing.
Yet here we are running ops. I want to get. I've been talking with QMA. I want him to apply the kind of heat wavy stuff he's got to the smoke effect he's got in the new build. Because when you're sitting, I mean, this is a pretty good effect if you don't have the fire like totally choked out.
So, Clown, with laying this, you lay a bit of track over the cross piece and then it's straight up 25 from there, or do you ease into it, or what?
Oh, no, you gotta ease into it.
Okay,
That's-
so 5
yeah,
degree and then
that's
25.
every bit of track.
Ah, it's stupid switch.
So, Ice, you're saying choking out the fire would just make it rolling black smoke, right?
Oh
Am I
God, yes,
correct
yeah.
with that? So, was that just with coal? What if you did that with just wood?
You can get black smoke out with wood. It's not the same black as coal smoke, but you can get a really gross looking stack with wood.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to do with coal. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
and coal is darker. To quote Spinal Tap, how much more black could it be? None more black. We're not lined. We're not lined. We're not lined. We're not lined. Ah! Okay,
Boing?
got it.
Well, I have
Break-
maximum breaks.
Brakeman of the year. Continue.
I applied maximum brakes the moment the switch stand rendered.
I'll take my Brakeman of the year award for that.
Oh, that was close. I seen that on the stream just then. That was very close.
About as close as it could have been, I think.
No,
it
I
looks
thought you were
the next-
awarding it to Pharma.
So, how the heck did I flip that in time? I don't know. You get extra skills by being a real railroader to do that. And
Excuse
what
me,
the switch
it's
is going on over here?
it's throw the switch.
So
not
there's a wire
flip.
over there that goes into the yard, and then I assume this is the switch that's going to go off down to the smelter.
I see.
Yep.
I'm
You should
just
say the
looking at the
groundwork
floating switches that
partner.
he's. The clown is doing clown things. I'm presuming.
Actually,
Yep.
Mickley is doing clown things. Excuse you.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mickley's measuring. I think he put a crossover there at one point, and then started measuring off it.
Oh, that's neat.
Yes, clown showed me how.
Anyway, let's just slowly roll this in, maybe. No. Cease loading, cease loading.
Yep. Yep, the hay that all went in.
Well, that's fine.
Back him up.
You know, you can start unloading
Uh-huh. I have done the thing.
So I'm here to help commit rerail and see how fast we can get this baby going up the hill.
Oh yeah, I want to see if that's a thing that we could do. So let's get up to the top, and then we'll both grab a re-rail car, and then we'll ride on the back, and we'll just be re-railing over ourselves.
Sounds
And
good.
I'm excited to see what opportunities that affords the EPNNS.
I think if we do it with two, it might break. We'll go maximum speed with Betsy hauling 2 cars and 1 car being rail, so like that'll be fun.
But
we don't
wanted
need
to see
all
if we
hands yet.
could.
We'll figure it out.
I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is one person's going to get it re-railing, and then the next person who attempts to like get that slot is going to see the slot is occupied, and then it won't re-rail, and then they'll lose the car because it'll be too far away.
John Kuzma says coal is black, wood is gray when the blower is off. And I mean, you can get some it depends entirely on what type of wood you're burning and how much you have. But if you have a lot of wood packed in there, you can get some coal looking smoke out of it. But yeah, it's less than coal for the same amount of fuel for sure.
Yeah, this is what ops look like on the ES&D. Look at that groundwork there, spicy.
Spicy groundwork.
HPNS.
Oh yeah, all the cars still are incorrect right now. They're still read EPNS.
EPNS.
I thought it was
nice.
the HPN. Yeah, well, whatever.
We're just
Yeah,
a
it was
ragtag
meant to
group
be,
right
but
now.
then I forgot because I in my brain was going, haha,
Oh.
Nice.
Well,
We're
it's-
reorganizing, but don't have enough money for paint yet.
It was
So
supposed to be the hope, pray, and survive
suffer.
and
Suffer.
suffer. Yeah, the hope,
Not
pray,
thrive.
and suffer.
Opposite.
Yep, that's right.
That's fine. We'll get it corrected with the flats.
Did you run out of steam again, Pharma?
No, we had air brakes on.
Speaking of which, it's the HP and S.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
we'll get that
get
corrected with the
ampersand,
tier 2
yeah.
flats right
I am-
now. The log flats
I
are all
am
wrong.
buying the tier 2 flats right now. What do we want to number them?
S101, S102, S103 because they're state.
S101. Tier 2.
Please tell me the spline update will keep
S202.
unlined switches yeeting trains. Yes, the spline update will prevent you will be able to run through switches. No more problems. No more derailments on switches.
Lame.
S3.
Downvote.
Everyone collectively uninstalls Railroads Online Extended because they no longer need it to run through the switches.
It will make it interesting if you forget to line your stuff because you're lazy, I think. But yeah,
S.
switches on grade should be much
4.
easier because it's just spline based. When shoveling coal for future coal burning engines, you're gonna need a shovel like Derail Valley, or is it just gonna be chucking handfuls? I hope we do a shovel. That would be a little stupid otherwise.
What?
I mean,
you don't
not
want to
that
get your
I
hands
have-
dirty.
I have thrown pieces of coal in one at a time in every locomotive I've fired. That has been a thing that I've done. But if you're actually moving, you pray that you don't have to do that. I've only done it once, and it sucked.
Don't you hate that when you stuff up?
Pick up chunks of coal bare-fisted, throw them into the firebox. Yep, no, been there, done that. I thought you said you didn't want to do spring switches. Well, people were saying that spring switches were unrealistic, and I've always said that for gameplay's sake, it should be an option. You should be able to use them.
Wait.
'Cause, I mean,
Wait, so you're saying that throwing chunks of coal in by hand is realistic?
that's a thing
Historically
that has had to
accurate.
happen. Historically accurate. It's not very efficient, and it would suck. I mean, the whole reason you wanted to use coal is so you can use a shovel.
And functionally in game, I can't imagine be that much of a different process. You just pick up a shovel object, and then there'd be a shovel graphic in front of you as you
Yeah,
pick
click
up the
and-
coal and put it in.
Yeah, it's there's not going to be any difference gameplay wise, but it'll be animation wise. Oh, you have a shovel, yay!
I can't imagine they go through the whole thing of trying to get a layer of coal out flat all over the firebox instead of just going, yeah, huck it.
Yep. People are asking questions about literally hand bombing coal. We had a day we were operating 346 at the Railroad Museum, and I'm gonna tell the story. So Tristan, you do the re-railing of the car. That'll just
Don't forget to get the
make more
switch.
sense.
All right.
I'll get the switch. Yep. We're running 346 at the museum, and 346's tender tank is a brand new tender tank built by the Strasbourg Railroad out of stainless and everything. And they replicated the old tank, but we didn't know how the old tank had the shovel mounted.
Good to go.
All right, so
true
look down
story.
at the track and just waggle your mouse.
Is it moving on your end, Tristan?
Well, we need to get past the
Yep.
switch first.
Oh, there we go. Well, this is the stupidest thing I've seen in a minute.
Waggle more.
Yeah, get a good bit past it. There we go.
Yeah, you can't look straight down. Okay.
Look at this train, everyone. It's a beautiful train.
Look
Anyway.
at my train. My train is amazing.
Where are you guys at?
We are just past the junction at the iron ore mine, heading up to the logging camp now.
Okay, because for reference, your track is in the foul down here.
Oh, we've already been down to the sawmill and back.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were going to the freight depot or something.
Oh no, we are going back up for more logs. Anyway, we were running.
Can't afford Eureka yet.
We were running 346, doing laps at the museum. we didn't know exactly what the correct shovel hang-up was, so she just kind of had this BS bent hook, which is probably what it had, but it kind of jostles around and stuff, and we went over a tough tough joint in the rail, which we hadn't fixed. It was back before we repaired all the track at the museum, and I was going to hang up my shovel at that instant, and it missed the hook when the tender went katunk, and the scoop went flying off the side, of course, right when I needed to like do a little bit more firing. And so my shovel's now on the side of the railroad, and I just started throwing coal in piece by hand. And we get to the station, and I asked one of the volunteers standing around at the station, car attendants, was like, hey, go to the east side of the crossing, pick up my coal scoop, and hand it to me on the next lap, please. I need it, because we still had a couple more laps to go. Because this is the only railroad in the world where you could lose your coal scoop over the side and then pick it up on the next lap. Like, nowhere else in the world does that work, but it worked at the museum. And so we come around, and I managed to keep pressure up just fine with literally hand bombing the coal into the firebox. And we get down to the point where we could see the crossing, and there's the same volunteer, and he's standing there with like an 8-foot-long track shovel. And it's just like, have you ever looked at what we do? Have you ever seen the coal scoop? I've seen you look at me shovel coal before. Did you realize that I was doing it with an 8-foot shovel or a 2-foot shovel? Anyways, so I proceed to ask my engineer to slow down. I got off moving equipment, which was against our rule book, because most people couldn't be trained to do it properly. So anyways, I broke the rules, grabbed my shovel, got back on, did the firing I had to do, and then the same volunteer who didn't know what a coal scoop was chastised me for getting on and off moving equipment, to which I said, hey, they trained us how to do it in the event of an emergency, and you didn't know what a coal scoop was, so I deemed that an emergency.
Nice.
A little silly. Anyway.
Damn, it feels good to be going fast up this hill.
It is nice. Yeah, Tristan holding the weight up, I guess.
Yeah, so you don't have to wheel your mouse. You just have to make sure you're following the track. And you gotta shoot like maybe 15 feet behind us. And easy sailing.
That's funny. This is efficiency. This is a cursed train? No, this is a blurst train.
This is the hard mode map. We're using hard mode techniques.
Yeah, you gotta be advanced to play on the hard mode map.
Later on, when we actually have one of the logging trains doing this route, we're going to be side-loading cars.
Ooh, what does that mean?
It
Means
means
loading
we
cars
have to.
from other cars.
It means
Oh,
we have
yeah.
to suffer less.
Translate.
Because if you notice, up at the logging gate, we can only get 4 cars in that siding.
Oh, I see.
So to run an 8-car contest, we'll have to get 4 cars into the adjacent siding and side load from the 4 cars we actually loading and just jostle them back and forth to get all the cars loaded.
No one. So someone asks, do we have unofficial timed races around the loop at the museum? No, not in the locomotives, because that would be unsafe. On the pop car, the track inspection car, maybe. Just, yeah, maybe. That might have happened. Brett may or may not hold the lap time, the hot lap record on the RGS pop car.
Yeah, you didn't hear it here.
You didn't hear it here. That's definitely not something that's happened. What makes this
Not at
map
all.
hard mode? Well, here, we're at the logging camp, and it's, I don't know, a good 100 yards higher than the iron ore mine.
Third highest mountain on the map.
Third highest mountain on the map. Yeah. And this is the logging camp, so lordy.
Come back another 5 feet.
Meanwhile, my chat is being entertained by
5
track
feet again.
laying.
Yeah, you've got the objectively more interesting
We're
gameplay,
loading cars.
probably.
Just roll that in.
Well, you have to deal with
Yeah.
500 people asking, why is the map hardcore?
Well, it's not 5. It's only 164, and not all of them are asking, so
Well, over the course of the times that we play this map, it's going to be at least 500.
it'll be at least 500. It's fine. Hey, guess what? I was in a voice chat earlier with Kitsune.
I
or
wasn't
Kitsune.
there,
I'm
totally.
not sure.
Yep.
Yeah, you weren't there. I'm telling
Our
the
Fox
stream.
demigod.
Pretty sure
Yes,
it's
and,
Kitsune is how I say
Kitsune?
it, but I
Okay.
don't know.
I don't know either. However they want it said. Anyways, I was in the chat
Kitsune.
with them, and yeah, there's more progress pictures theoretically coming towards us of the Shay. He said that he just had to animate it, which is a lot further along than anything I've seen, so it's good to hear.
Tristan's just doing some logging in third person there.
Is he really?
You can see him walking slowly sometimes.
So there's a fun bit if
just
you
be
want
walking slow.
to
but
play devil's
okay.
advocate, that since I have been lobbying so hard to get into the streams and whatnot, and was arguably the first, it could all be just I want to get to the leaks first before Heist gets them.
I like it.
No ulterior motives from here. No.
We have no pressure.
You'd be a
Pharma-
rubbish fireman.
Pharma, this
three
happened on my
times.
railroad too. Why are you garbage at firing?
Tristan, can you
Because
load
as a
log
client, I
please?
get a habit of just like not firing. Because that involves getting out of the vehicle UI, which means I'm probably leaving the train because I have Australia ping.
Uh-huh.
The
So,
clone manager.
am I hearing that you're just lazy? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, Australians are lazy.
No, you specifically. Clown is not lazy. Have you seen his track work?
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. Perfect. Shay is not next. Shay is probably still further away than some of the other locomotives are. Despite it going to animation, it's a Shay. It's a lot to animate.
Yeah, there's 100,000 moving parts, and I'm exaggerating, but still.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shaky bits on it.
Yep.
Yeah, you
And a lot of the other
you
engines
gotta
are going
animate
pretty
it
quick.
shaking left and right, too.
The Baldwin 060 that we've been showing in my Discord started on Tuesday and is pretty much done today, at least 3D model wise. So, yeah, our new modeler on the team now that things have been settled is quite fast. You gotta love it. So,
Like, serious shout out to all of the modeling team and everybody else for the amount of work they've put in the past number of hours.
a couple
Since-
hours and days. I mean, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
nuts.
And away we go. Down from the logging camp.
What do
Yep.
I think the rate between new content and bug fix updates will be there after the spline update? Depends on how many bugs there are in the spline update, I think. Because if it's buggy, I mean, it'll be bug fixes, but if it's not, more content. So it just depends.
Yep. Hi. Hello. We have 0 boiler pressure now, but that's fine. We had enough to get moving.
Oh, hey, that's fine. You'll get on 6% shortly, and you won't need it. So
I do appreciate my
6%
chat
starts
saying...
at that one weird stone foundation there. You can see where the track just like has a bump.
I just want to call out my chat
I know,
real
so I
quick
just
for
couldn't be bothered
saying
to
that
fix
it's
it.
very satisfying to watch people lay track, but only when they're good like Mickley. And I would like
Oof.
to extend
Wait,
that,
can we get brakes on the front
extend
car,
that
please?
to
I
at
forgot to
least
do
Clown.
that. Someone brakes front car up by me.
I like it better no brakes.
it's hard.
Oh
Okay,
man.
got it. This
That
is
was fun there
this
for a
is
second.
officially spicy. Wanted to get on top of my logs. This is why being brakeman's dangerous. It's probably as dangerous as it is while playing this game with laggy, weird hitboxes. Is probably how dangerous really being on top of a load of logs like this would be.
Yeah, I've seen you just like probably died around 3 times doing that.
Pretty much. New list heist screams. No, we don't have. The counter doesn't go high enough for the times I scream stupidly, I don't think. Well, a new map being a couple updates. Now, the new map will probably be down the road still. My earlier vague guesstimation was maybe August sometime, but that was based on literally nothing, so.
Doesn't the speed of a next map being implemented also depend on some other factors regarding certain people? To some extent.
Possibly. To some extent. We'll see.
And
We will see.
hopefully
You should
that
probably like
things
look at the
happen with
Unreal
this
map
certain
editor at
person.
some point.
I've used it. I know how to use it. Like it's not rocket surgery. But
Because I do think, yeah, once we get the
Surgery?
spline update in, this map's just going to feel claustrophobic when you have Eureka's going, 50, and C70's doing 30.
I've had people back checking my statement of 50, which was passed down to me by a foamer, foamer who is associated with them, but when we were at the Coom Race in Toltec last August, it'll probably be more like 40 or 45, but still, your point stands.
I mean, yeah, 3 times the speed it currently goes is, yeah,
significant, so.
enough to make the trips that used to take, like, half an hour take 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'll feel pretty small.
Oh, before I forget, in other news, Clown has hit 300 subscribers, and I have hit 200.
Yay! Congratulations! Woo!
Pharma is still not
I'm
posting
almost
videos
at-
for some reason.
Woo. I'm almost at 10,000.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah!
Ice is fit.
If
I
you're not
can't-
already subbed.
I can't think of I haven't had a really good idea for what the 10,000 sub special should be, but my heart has been saying lately that I should try and run 10,000 tons with the big boy down the Georgetown Loop in Train Simulator.
So,
Oh.
I have a
No,
suggestion.
it's 10k subs. This is a Railroads Online channel. We have to do something Railroads Online. Let's get
But
10,000
no.
tons on.
We
No,
could do
no, 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 no,
10,000
no.
ton railroads on
I have
one
a
train.
much better idea. So, in the chat that totally didn't happen, there was a certain game that we were talking about. We can play that game for the
That's true.
10,000 special.
That game is a very cool game.
Yes.
Can we get brakes off on the head car, please?
Yep, got it.
Nothing suspicious here.
There we go.
What the heck?
Watcha.
Might need you to get it to put it on again, just so we can turn around faster. It's like once we start getting past the switch, just throw the brakes on and
Oh,
then
sure,
throw them
yeah.
off when we get to stopped.
Yep. I got you. Tristan, are you getting the switch or the brakes? Switch. Okay, I got the brakes. Okay, brake on. And
brake off.
Yep, got it. Once the shade.
And that's how you do a switchback, ladies and gents.
Perfect. Can you tow the Shay behind Eureka at 40 miles an hour? You probably will be able to tow it relatively quick, but yeah, I don't think we'll simulate.
There's no
sending
maintenance
pistons
costs.
into space. Yeah,
There's
we don't
no
have
maintenance
the
costs,
rest
so
of
you
that
won't
stimmed
blow it
yet,
up.
so. Chains holding the logs down would look a lot nicer than just the stacked logs. I agree, but we'll see.
In real life,
We
if you
slowly-
towed a Shay behind a Eureka like that, it'd probably explode.
Yeah, probably. I don't know how you'd do that. You'd probably just have to tow it slowly, I guess.
And that defeats
An
the point.
Hey, welcome, Wings. An 18C locomotive can probably do 50. Unbaffled tender starts to capsize at 40. That's the nuance. I keep forgetting the detail. That they couldn't get Eureka faster than 40 because the tender has no water baffles in it. So the tender water sloshes around so violently it wants to flip itself. So
What
yeah.
you're saying is, if we get rid of the tender, then we'll do 15 Eureka.
Yeah,
Yes.
precisely. Yeah, 100%. So, will we be slowly adding new engines as they're made, or will it be one big drop once all of them are done? It'll probably be slowly as they get made. Maybe 1 or 2, or maybe 3 at a time. I know Armagon really wants to do themed packs, like, oh, we finished some DSP and P engines, have this update of 3 or 4 DSP and P engines, you know. So we might have some of that going too. But to start, I think it'll be 1 at a time or 2 at a time, just because we have so limited right now.
Stormwell, we are on our way down at speed. How's our track looking? Are we in the foul?
Well, crickets.
not
Good job.
Uh-oh.
I haven't touched your track. I don't know what Cloud's
we're
doing,
both
but I
fine.
have remembered now why this area sucks for a yard. It's because it has a slight incline. Options, graphics.
Disconnect the rods. Yeah, actually, Jeff Hicks is probably right. You'd probably disconnect the connecting rods from their cranks, I guess, on a Shay if you had to tow it that fast.
But isn't the Shay geared?
It is, yeah. You'd still have geared and the axle spinning fast, but the problem is not so much the gear mesh.
Oh,
it's
okay, yeah,
it's
yeah.
the piston speed. Yeah.
Yep. Remove them
Yeah,
from
it's
the
the
pistons.
reciprocating mass that goes up and down.
Folks want to know what pharma fire outs are. Well, that's the number of times that pharma's put the fire out by not paying attention on this stream alone.
You made a
And-
counter.
I did. The current count is 3. So
That's a good one.
Beautiful.
That kind of gets to stay, I think.
I'm not a fireman. I'm an engineer.
Hey, if we
Hey,
really
hey,
want to count that
good
as an
union lad.
all-time thing, then we need to add one because he left the fire out when I was rescuing my coal mine trains.
Oh
What?
lordy, that wasn't on the hardcore map though. So
I still haven't forgiven him.
Not too bad.
technically correct in the most pointless way possible, indeed. When do I think passenger and mail services will be added? It'll probably be a minute. We've got the first passenger car being worked on, and it actually looks brilliant. There's sneak pics of it in my Don't Leak, Hi Stop Leaking Stuff channel in my Discord. It actually looks brilliant.
Hello, I see you have the logs there. Could you put those back?
Yeah, I tried to use them and I can't. Client problems, but your fire's 0%, so.
I know, that's why
fire
I got out to do it.
So technically, the fire was at 0%, so we're upping the count because the fire was out.
The fire was out, yeah.
Didn't lose pressure though.
It technically counts because it's a fire out, not a run the. it's
Also,
only been
ooh,
three
back-to-back
run the- yeah.
switches. Oof, ugh.
Yeah, look
Oh,
at this
shush.
design. Garbage, 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 garbage.
You know what? I'm having to build a yard on a grade, so shush.
Okay. Well, then you just call it a hump.
Can we get a
hump yard.
garbage switch counter?
Garbage switch counter. At least 2. Oh, lordy.
His whole screen is just counters.
Yeah. What is his screen? It's actually just a bunch of memes. Any locomotive is a DSP&P locomotive if you put a Kongdong stack on it. That's yeah, pretty accurate. Alright, dump these boys.
I was like I'm breaking a good spot.
I gave you a break in the middle car, so seemed to work. Alright. Bye, Tristan.
How much money do you have now?
Let me check. 27 20, so one more run and we'll have a Eureka to buy.
Should we just do the last load of logs to the firewood depot at the Iron Mine?
Well, I'm
know,
surprised you haven't done logs to that already.
I support that measure. I support that. This is getting repetitive.
If it's legitimately lined in properly, that's a honest run. That one.
The state
it's
cars are
legitimately
already
lined.
bought, by the way. Don't buy new ones.
Thank you. What
Wait,
exactly?
didn't you
is
have
the permit again?
$2,000? You just delayed buying the next locomotive by $1,000 now.
Well, we had to buy the state cars.
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah,
Have
we could have
cars.
had one of the other people who didn't have $2,000 to
It
get
was
that.
$1,000. What do
Yeah,
you
I had
want from
$1,000.
me?
Oops.
I could have got those, and then we'd be 1K closer to getting the next locomotive after we get the Eureka.
And what grade was I meant to be making here?
Okay, for
That's
the
fine.
15th time, the hardcore map is with all the industries moved. Well, not all of them, but many of the industries moved to make it a total pain. So the log camp is on top of one of the tallest mountains in the map. All sorts of fun stuff like that, made by HumanityKills. So
What was that, Clown?
I said, what sort of grade was I meant to be making here?
Nothing over 3%.
Oh, okay. I went 2.5.
Because, yeah, the 3% is going to be the deciding what we move, essentially. Because everything that has to deal with whatever the grade is to the smelter will then have to deal with 3%.
Oh. I got flung by a tree.
Maybe, I don't know. It depends on when we're going to hook up to the ironworks that's like over on our west. Yeah, how do we think we're going to get over there, lads? Do we want the Giga Bridge?
I have a bridge in
I-
plan. Okay? No touchy. That is my project. I call dibs.
Okay, in that case, I have dibs on the depot, since we're calling dibs by route.
By route to make? Oh, the freight depot. Okay, never mind. You can have that.
Are you trying to kill us with these trees?
I mean, a
You
little.
almost decapitated Pharma and Betsy in one fell swoop.
It was really fun to watch. Gotta pass the time, you know?
Oh, good idea.
There's no actual hitboxes for the trees on the locomotives. I noticed the other day.
Is it just with the cars, or did he change that?
There is a
it's
hitbox.
if you've got your car loaded, the trees will hit your load.
Oh.
Curious.
No, the trees will hit the bottom of the car.
Oh, I tried to get it to do it the other day, and I couldn't get it to do it. But if I put a load on it, yeah, bang every time.
The trees retain their collision. They have when trees, so like the actual collision properties don't change. It's just that the trees don't have weight and they can move.
I'll grab the switch if you want to grab the last car this time.
Sorry, I've got bots advertising porn in my stream that I'm trying to take care of.
Again,
I just got him.
Thank you.
I got him. Oh, think I got him.
I got switch. You get the break.
Okay.
Leave
It
the gun,
didn't
take the
go.
cannoli.
like, as sucky as that is, Heist, I am now
the green
glad
side.
that I'm glad that I'm not the only one who's been having that issue.
The bots.
Yeah, it's the same bot.
It is. I've gotten them doing comments and stuff on my channel too. It's frustrating.
I haven't seen comments. I'm not that popular
Just
yet.
noticed them coming,
Um,
spamming.
Sawmill line is now in the foul, so suck it.
So folks are arguing about not Team Fortress, Transport Fever and Transport Fever 2. If I was to play one of them for railroad fun stuff, would it one or two? Which one's the better one?
I don't
Three.
own either of them.
Hi, so are you coming back up here, or...
Hi, hello. Hi.
Oh,
I'm.
who did we leave bouncing at the...
Me, I went to go get the switch.
Oh,
He's
So-
not wrong.
So who's driving the train?
No one. Now me.
Nobody's
Now I am
driving
running
the
the train.
okay. Neat. I'm glad I asked.
Oh, lordy. That was, yeah. Yeah, that was the thing.
Farmer, do you want me to leave this car for you? So you can have it as a companion on your way back up?
No, I'm taking the shortcut. I'll beat you guys to the top of the hill.
Oh, sure enough.
Because I can just walk up this 45-degree cliff incline. I know what I'm doing.
Do you now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I fired the train, and then I got off. So we have fire going all the way to the top of the hill, and then I'll meet the train back up here after I set the switches that need to be set.
Well, I guess, yeah, we could have just left it unpiloted and see what happened. It's not like it was going to do anything. But
You seem quite
Like, I'm up here
confident.
now.
the only
seem-
hot singles in your area are on your grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah. Nailed
Don't
it.
put mayo on your grilled cheese sandwich.
I remember this. I was there for
I
that.
briefly saw some argument about the construction of grilled cheese sandwiches in my Discord, and I just blitzed past it. Just
That's
posted
probably a
something else.
Good idea.
That was something that was in my stream yesterday.
Were people having stupid arguments about stupid things about grilled cheese sandwiches?
Some
Sort
people
of.
finally figured out that mayonnaise has fats in it, and you can use it to grill a cheese instead of butter. And those
But
people
why-
are wrong. You use butter.
Exactly. Why would you use mayonnaise and not butter?
You get a better browning with mayonnaise, but you get way better flavor with salted butter. Not just butter, salted butter.
Yeah,
That's
that's
exactly-
why you use butter instead of oil to fry things, because you want the butter flavor.
Yep. If you want even browning on your grilled cheese, You get great browning
Lame.
with butter, and it tastes better. Use butter.
If I want even browning on my grilled cheese, I use my actually decent quality frying pan that distributes heat evenly. Hello.
You mean you don't use your M5 browning?
Oh, hello. I guess I can give you the train back. It's all yours.
No,
Lame.
nobody.
Downvote.
Downvote
See, I
my
told you
joke.
it'd be fun,
What?
and I'm more of a fan of the M2 browning.
I was gonna say M2. If you would have said the right number, you would have gotten it. But
Is there an M5 browning, or did I just straight
I
up
don't
mess it
know
up?
if there's an M5, and the M2 is the 50 caliber machine gun. If that's what you're thinking of.
Thinking you made it up, friend. Sorry.
I'm gonna check now if there's an
I
M5.
think the M5 browning is a shotgun.
Might be. I wouldn't be surprised if there is one, but I don't know what it is.
No, the Browning Auto 5 is a shotgun. There's no M2.
Ah,
Oh, there's no M5. There is M2. M2 HP.
I screwed it up.
How dare you?
I'm not a gun
You
guy,
should
YouTuber
alright?
put
business for you.
cheese into the firebox, nice and completely even browning on all sides. He's not wrong, but I don't know if it's necessarily browning.
I think it's blacking.
I think it is
Incinerating.
blackened grilled cheese, brought to you by Firebox.
Anyway, there's that switch stand that's now slightly less floating, but still looks disgusting.
It's got that anthracite taste you desire.
Semi-bituminous. Don't be pretentious.
Bituminous? What if my firebox is wood?
Well, then wood. Then make sure it's cherry or apple.
Those are pies, not wood.
Yes, it's wood.
No, those
You've
are
never
pies.
smoked and you've never made barbecue, is what I've just learned.
I was making
Oh,
a joke
man.
about
Mick is not a
pie. Come
barbecue
on,
man.
guys.
Well,
I actually know how
You
to
didn't
barbecue,
deliver it well
alright?
enough.
Fine.
Oh, that's
He
pizza.
does not
Fine.
know how to smoking.
See, I like mesquite smoked stuff.
Mesquite. Ooh, a Texas
Mesquite?
man.
No, Arizona thing. That's not a Texas thing.
You sure? Oh, now we've started a barbecue fight. This is worse than the grilled cheese fight. I concede defeat. I'm from the one state in the union that does not do good barbecue. Why did you let this just roll?
Are you changing
coming
the
back
subject?
for
That
it.
sounds like you're trying to change the subject.
I was
No,
rolling this into that so you didn't have to move it back.
I've got
Oh.
two engineers who are also playing Brakeman at the same time while I'm trying to load a train, and things are happening up here.
Well, it wouldn't have been a problem if Arma hadn't done his thing.
It would have been a problem if you didn't get in my train.
It's Pharma's
you left it
fault.
unattended,
Always
it's my
blame
turn now.
Pharma. Yep. This is how we do things on the whatever this railroad's called.
HPNS.
HPNS. Thank you, Tristan.
The hope, pray, and suffer.
Not me, who bought 4 tier 2 flat cars and forgot the name already.
The holy peanuts and salted.
Man, there's lots of hot takes talking about Texas BBQ, and apparently not enough people have experienced Kansas City BBQ. Just saying.
Or like Memphis or something.
I love Kansas City style, but I also spent a lot of time there for the railroad, so.
I will admit, Texas Roadhouse is pretty tasty, and I love their rolls.
Well, that's the reason you go to Texas Roadhouse. So,
I know.
what are we doing?
Who knows?
Oh, we're
Pretty sure we're-
I'm
doing the-
stealing your logs. Go move to being in position.
back the train up a half car. That was
Pretty
That was
sure we're
the-
attempting to make money to buy another locomotive.
This is the
specifically
silliest
one that
thing
is
I've
not
seen.
sucky.
quarter car forward, if you would. Probably doesn't matter, but yeah, Texas Roadhouse is acceptable. They have tasty things, but I wouldn't say that's like barbecue.
Well, I was just going off of tasty food, not necessarily
That is
barbecue.
tasty. That's fair. That is tasty food. Somebody else was butting in with Texas Roadhouse as a part of the barbecue discussion, as far as I could tell. But maybe it was referencing you. So, Dutch oven cooking. Dutch oven. I don't have a
What?
Dutch oven, but
Oh, you suck if you don't have a Dutch oven.
I know. But I like recipes that are made.
Dutch
with them.
ovens are based.
I'm not sure if you mean that as a good thing or a bad thing. Mostly because it's you.
I mean, I
Pharma.
just enjoy anything I can like cook in on the stove and then put in the oven later.
That is a nice move. Yeah.
Oh, here's a good dish. Have you guys ever had German pancakes?
I have not.
I would make it for you if I were anywhere near you, but I'm sorry, I'm not going to fly however many hours it is to wherever it is you are to make you that kind of food. If I was paid to do this, then maybe.
All right, we're all loaded. You want the brake on the lead car? Or the trail
You
car?
guys are getting
I'm
paid.
staring at it.
Hey, you guys are paid?
Heist is getting paid. He's getting lots of money for all these logs we're just putting locations.
Indeed.
Well, he's getting paid IRL because he has enough YouTube people to actually be monetized. The line to the sawmill is no longer in the foul. For now.
Oh, we're gonna go
That's
to
fine.
the iron ore mine, dump logs, and then I'm gonna go respawn and buy my Eureka. And oh lordy, we gotta figure out what to name it.
Your Eureka.
My Eureka.
New Heights, New Putus.
New Heights, New Pootis. Elevated Pootis.
Putus
Elevated.
and squared. Put the squared symbol on it. Here, I'll go get the code for it.
I'd support that.
Arma would know.
Yeah. What is stream chat turned into? Anything about the stream? No, they're arguing about food.
Well, no, someone has said poo the number 2 IS. So Pootis.
Pootis. That's wings.
Putus.
Pootus.
I know, I'm just
That's also very good. Yeah, I would
Anyway, I
support
put
that.
it in the discussion. If you just copy and paste that, it'll be. It
Do we-
should go on.
Do we think Pootis
Being
squared
fun.
or Pootis?
I like Pootis.
Pootis.
I think the squared has more curse energy because you need some technical knowledge to actually type it.
Debatable.
Pancakes or waffles, we must know.
Waffles.
They're breakfast carbs, man. I'm not gonna turn down breakfast carbs. If I'm being real.
Depends. If I'm making it myself, pancakes, because I can make pretty good pancakes. But if I'm like eating somewhere where I don't know the quality of their pancakes, I'll get waffles instead.
That's actually the best answer. I would answer with Pharma's answer. Pootis with umlauts. Putis. That's the way. Food and a railroad. I had one of my, I don't remember if it was a coworker or who, but early on in my railroad career, I got given the advice, hey, you're going to be managing people that are way older than you. They're going to be pissed off about it. You know, make friends, and the best way to their heart is through their stomach. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Buy the guy's food. Someone just confirmed
Sorry,
big ass
guys.
line. Yeah.
That was a long one.
Serious shout out to Wings though, with the harmonica work on that song.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
That was sick.
Tristan, of all the trees you cut down, you didn't cut down that one? That's clipping into the rail ties over there?
It's fine.
This is fine.
Pootis with an infinity symbol instead of the double O. I don't think we have an infinity symbol in the.
Not in the font. I've
yeah.
attempted to use it.
Of course you have, Pharma.
And I'm the one who made the post that people can no longer see now with all the letters that you can't have on the locomotive because I've tried them all. If there is a way to type it with just a keyboard without having to refer to an external website, I've attempted to put it on a locomotive.
My inner Motley Crue and Spinal Tap fan tells me that I need to have the umlauted Pootis in my life.
Okay, which one's the umlaut? Is that the double
That's the double
points
dots.
above it?
I pasted it in chat. Does that work?
Yeah, you can just copy and paste into the text field.
Beautiful.
Pharma, are you eating
Yeah, I got some shapes.
He's got some
shapes?
shape.
It's an Aussie thing.
What is that
Yep.
supposed to
The
mean?
fried chicken ones actually taste like KFC, did you know?
What? What the heck
Shapes
is a
are little
shape?
savoury biscuits. Shapes are small savoury biscuits, but they're
Okay, American
Um,
biscuits or English biscuits?
Yeah, those are. Oh,
neither
God.
Australian
Crackers.
biscuits.
So they're
They're
neither
crackers. Yeah.
crackers. Okay. What? And you call them shapes?
Yeah,
Yeah, they
because they're all
come in
different.
little shape.
Yeah, you can different flavors are a different shape. So you know which one you're picking up by the shape that you pick it up when they dump them all on the
Oh no.
one plate.
All right, looks like
It's
we are
very
loaded into
Australian.
the unloading side.
So it's like a conglomerate of different flavored Cheez-Its? Do we know what Cheez-Its are in Australia?
No.
What's a cheese it?
It's a brand that makes a cracker.
My stream is now counting the number of times I scream, and the count is they're arguing between 2 and 4. Stop! 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 Stop!
Stop,
Oh,
what's
why did it-
that? We use brakes?
Oh. We do.
What are those?
You wanna bring it ahead? Oh, or
We'll get it on the way out.
all right. Okay. I forgot that Kime added a can only do thing.
What?
Sorry, it'll only unload if there is an unload target. We need to get some of this wood out though.
No, you can load while it's full. It'll get you money.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll still let you unload anyway.
Yeah, the only thing it checks for is that if the platform is wrong or if the car is of the wrong type. Otherwise, it'll just let you unload.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I've got monies and I'm gonna go buy a Eureka, so farewell, cruel world. I'm gonna save real quick because we haven't saved yet
Yep.
this session.
Have fun
Just,
shunting your
hang
just
on.
not
cars.
running that back up.
I'm middle of a spline, so yeah, I'll get you to save again in a second because I'll be finished this spline. I'm nearly around the hill.
People are now talking about shapes. I can only assume that there's several Australians in the chat.
I mean, have you seen the reactions we get from the flags whenever we get an announcement? There's lots of Australians.
Arma, that's
Fair
just you, and then everybody clicks it because they think it's cool.
Oh, wait a sec. Half the time it's me.
Fair. Touche. Ah,
Can't afford flags on the Eureka.
That's fine. This Eureka is not an
1, 2,
unscheduled
3,
extra.
4,
We've
5,
scheduled it
6,
hard.
7.
Oh, umlaut pootis doesn't work. Cries.
Because it puts the font in a different case.
Hmm.
If you get the uppercase umlauts and do it all uppercase, it should be fine.
Oh, really? Oh, let me try that. I'm not sure how to type an uppercase in that. Don't mind me copying and pasting from the Wikipedias.
0214.
How do you know all these off the top of your head?
I don't. I know roughly where all the umlauted accented letters are, and then I just work my way backwards through A, E, I, O, U.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Nah, that doesn't work either. Bummer. Or do I have to do the little umlauts with the uppercase?
Not a
What?
clue.
that does look stupid. I think that's cursed. I think we can live with that. And then put the square on it.
HP and S.
Lanes is
Remember, it's an ampersand and a
1, 2,
railroad
3,
goes on the end because
4.
the Tinder has room for that.
5.
Hey, hope, pray, and suffer fits on the side of the tender, so we're going for it.
There you go.
Then we'll actually remember what the name of the railroad is. And the number is going to be 2.
Yep. Whoever bought these tier 2 flats did not put the periods between all the letters.
Well,
you did-
sorry.
For reporting marks, you didn't always see that, so I think that's fine. And the period on the end is really just a like way old school railroad thing. So
We are way old school. We just bought a Eureka.
well, hence why I put it
True.
on the end. But yeah. Have I heard of
Nobody
fried
told
sauce?
me I
Yes,
had
know
to do
what
it
fried
that
sauce
way.
is. Well, why
These
don't
characters
you know?
have actually just come out lowercase without the umlauts. That's cursed as fuck.
It's brilliant. I think it just looked. I saw it in the menu and I was like, that's extra cursed. We'll do that. That looks really dumb. Yeah.
Anyway, I got it cooking off now. Someone came over here with me.
Yeah,
Big Spike.
I did. I teleported back because I assumed I was gonna have to run it. But anyway,
No, we can't put you in a vehicle UI. That means you don't get money.
well we could. Well, true. Yeah, you can't be in the UI. I drive it first person. It's not like we have to actually do anything on this railroad. It's laid perfectly by you guys. So.
If you can do a
This
save,
section
please,
isn't.
Heist.
Well, yeah,
Except that part.
This section isn't. That's fair.
The section we actually have to drive today was laid by you and Tristan.
Uh-oh.
It'll be fine. It's fine. It'll be fine.
The
Will
porter
it
made it
though?
over.
Well,
There's
we'll
also a
see.
switch we'll need to line later. Because we'll be pulling straight through the middle of the iron yard, and that's a confusing switch array that might derail us.
It's true. Yeah, it is Pootus squared. Pootus! I love my heavy weapons guy, okay? My favorite species of spicy water.
What is spicy water?
I can only assume that they're referring to adult beverages, but
Oh, that kind of spicy water. Okay, yeah, I
that's
get
what
ya.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yep, spicy water
Old-
means
old
the
Indian
water
term.
that's like adult, and the forbidden water means the water that you shouldn't be drinking. Like if I point at the fry oil and call it the forbidden soup, people upvote.
It's true.
It is soup.
It is forbidden soup. Yes, alcohols. Okay, well, I am partial to Irish whiskeys myself, but
Yeah, Irish whiskies are nice.
I am an equal opportunity whiskey employer. I turn into a little excited sorority girl if you give me rum, which is a problem. Tristan and Clown, no.
More rum.
Yeah, why is the rum gone?
Why is the rum gone?
Why is the rum always gone?
Oh, you're getting raided again.
Yeah, I see that.
We know why
Trying
the
to-
rum was gone, because Heist was there.
Yeah, that is why the rum was gone. Because we decided to start watching Pirates of the Caribbean at 1 in the morning. That's a good idea.
It's the best idea.
Mick took care of it. He's a good man.
Yes, I
Alright.
spy with my little eye. You get shut down. Goodbye.
Alright, back in.
Yep.
Oh, what number is this? 2?
2.
So, for reference, Heist, I think the way I got rid of it on my channel was I put in a filter to say no.
Oh, whatever they go for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dunk. Dunk.
I don't think this, if I do it this way, it will actually work. Yeah, that's
I
what
love
thought.
Armagon's fonts on the tender, and then just writing really stupid stuff in it. It just looks great.
Screenshot.
Man, I wish we had
and
Greek
send it to 'em.
alphabet characters.
That'd be great.
So here's a part of this we hadn't considered. Can Eureka actually do 4 empties up what is ostensibly a 5% rolling grey section that Heist and Tristan built?
It should be able to. Empties? Come on, Eureka.
Because, like, remember when we did the free empty calculation, it capped out at 5.8.
You got 2 year, right? When you can pick up the rerail tool and be useful.
I think it'll work.
Anyway, a head full.
A head full. Give it the beans.
Hey, that's my line.
Give it the Heinz.
Give her all the beans.
Have I seen the Mexican standard gauge fairlies? No, I not. And I don't know if I want to see them.
Excellent, we've hooked these up in order. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did we really? That's funny.
I think that's a first. I don't think I've ever seen Heist put his rail cars in order before.
Well, I didn't buy these, so. But yeah, they never end up being in order. I don't know. That's one of my favorite things because in American railroads, the process was so linear for everything that it was like you would just run your train, you'd buy a new car, and it would just end up being perfectly in order, and there was no reason for it to change. And it was really hard to derail too. And then re-railing was the biggest pain in the world, so you didn't do it. So, like, having real operations where you end up with the cars out of order is like, I don't know, it just feels good. The crane from American Railroad's probably not. Something similar like it may be, but... Ah yes, our good squiggle here. This is Tristan's segment, the return bridge.
Nope, this is mine now.
This is yours now, it's been fixed.
You've redone it.
Tristan's didn't touch the ground, so I had to redo it with a steel bridge that actually connects with the ground.
I mean, it used to when there was groundwork there.
Did you lay it in Tristan's awful, squirrely favor, or was that your own doing?
I put the steel bridge underneath the track that existed, and then because the grade was inconsistent, I had to relay the track.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's, we did a really good job with that, Tristan, thanks. It was good of us.
Yeah, anytime.
Nailed it. It looks like the old ES&D bridge. It does. We tried to do pretty much the same route and tried to find a better place to turn around, and then realized we couldn't, so we did the same thing.
And
I was
brought to you by
very
Spicy
bummed about
Water
it.
and Domino's is what powered that.
Brought to you by Spicy Water and Domino's. Indeed.
And now we're on the part where this engine's probably going to struggle, and I might have to pick up a car with my hands.
We'll see. Pharma is God. Oh yeah, we're slowing down.
Ah, I have done it. I have done the thing.
It's just that bridge, right?
Yeah, I think it like
took me
levels out immediately
15
after
minutes.
this, and like I was, just like lots of interrogation marks. Like, okay, why does the grade go from like 3 to 4 to 5 to 2 to 0?
Man, it's so
'Cause
weird
it
hearing the
does.
Australian speak.
You have so much space. You didn't need that to be like a train setting grade of what can actually run up here.
Who says a ton of interrogation marks?
Yeah,
Me, because that's what they're called.
No, they're question marks.
Is that what he meant?
Yes.
Interrogation marks. Okay, I've never heard that before.
Sorry, my British origins have just come out a bit in the stream.
Oh, Lordy.
Apparently.
He's one of the genuine first convicts, then.
We always knew it to be true. Now
Now
it's
I'm getting
confirmed.
canceled.
Yep, I'm
Yeah,
actually
there
a
you go.
470-year-old vampire, and I came over with the first group of settlers.
Figures. No wonder
That's
you
why I
don't
live
sleep.
in Portland, because this is the original landing point.
No wonder you don't
I
sleep
see now.
up all night.
Now this is the difference. I'm actually an Australian.
I knew there was something smelly about him. Something smelling fishy. Man, I really screwed that up.
Anyway,
just
when we
not
get
on
to
a
the
roll
long,
tonight, eh?
straight steel bridge, I'm going to put out a slow order, because we'll need to throw some switches before we get to the Iron Man.
Okay.
That is correct, my chat. It is midnight 15. Midnight 20 now.
Yeah, 12:22 over
Yeah.
my area.
It is about my time to be getting off.
Yeah, I was thinking
Unfortunately.
maybe try and run one load of beams and lumber, and then call it there. It'll probably be another 10-15 minutes, or I don't know, maybe get to the sawmill. Do that for next time.
Mid spline. I want to finish.
Yeah, like we'll let you
So,
finish.
tell
up
you
the
what, both my chat and Heiss's chat, at some point during this upcoming week, back in stream and we'll finish this yard. Plus,
Was
loop.
that long bridge that you were worried about?
No, the long bridge is made of steel.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just laying it out with switches right now to get a rough guesstimate of where it needs to be and how many lanes we're going to get.
Oh, I see it.
These windows actually open all the way.
They're doors, but yes. And
Doors?
yes, they suck as much as you think to walk through. They're basically a window, but they're called
Yeah, but yeah,
doors.
slow. A question at the sawmill, do we have a way to turn around when we get there?
Is that Y complete? Because someone was building a Y there.
Technically, but one side of it switches and I think there's a bit of track missing.
Carnuts, I'm hoping to go. The Great Western steam up. Yeah, I've not made plans, but I want to go to that. Yeah.
I mean, we can just like back through and shove down the hill, so then when we pull out, we're going forward again.
Yeah, it works for me.
Just throw that switch back, and you're good to start backing.
Okay.
You're good.
Oh, am I looking at the wrong switch? Yeah, I am. I keep looking and I'm like, okay, so it goes right, and then we gotta go right again, but that's it. The firewood track's a dead end. I keep forgetting that. Is this yard track speed approved?
What
Yeah,
yard?
you can go 17 here.
Okay.
What
Iron
yard?
mine. Iron mine.
Yeah, we technically have a yard here, Tristan. Mickley. Clown?
Mickey.
Pharma. SpongeBob.
Nice.
Patrick.
Oh, this would explain the issue, and this... Yes, never mind, it's overlapped. Never mind.
But yeah, block is an interesting glitch. I'm glad it's consistent, though. I enjoyed seeing the return of block.
I enjoyed seeing it live.
Yeah, Mickley didn't get to see block in its original creation because he was hosting that time.
Bummer. Slowing
Well,
down.
I've got
so
to
you can grab the switch.
see it now. You're the one who hasn't seen it, Heis.
So I've seen pictures. I didn't know what you're referring to by a block, just singularly in name. Although I should have assumed. And I
So,
saw it on your stream. So.
Question, if y'all could look at my stream, do we think a train can get through this or not?
You know, maybe. Where is Betsy currently? Do we need to throw that switch for Betsy coming down?
So yeah,
Yes.
look now at
Betsy's
my
about
stream.
to come
Can
up on
we
that
can we
switch.
get a train on this rail, or is that too
Oh
far?
yes, I can see it. We managed to time that about brilliantly.
See what?
It's fine, Heist. You can keep going. I'm getting the switch.
Okay. Well, I guess you'll follow me down with on his train, huh? I don't remember what the approaching meeting point is. I think it's long, short.
Your point is no longer being protected.
Oh no.
So in that case, we'll
Look
take
at that
off.
beautiful moment. The first two trains of the Hope, Pray, and Suffer. Alright, I've officially hit spicy speed with the Eureka.
Yeah, that's going pretty quick.
Yep, Eureka, yeah, kind of have to pay attention to because it's one of those tended engines. Hey, guess who didn't set the switch, lol?
Oh no.
Did you put some stuff on the ground up
That's
there?
a derail counter.
How many cars are on the ground up there?
Just one, I think.
One.
Okay.
It's not half bad.
I was like tabbed out to watch the meeting point instead of throwing the switch.
Nice. Well, hey, it fits. Second episode, 2 derails. We now average 1 derail per episode, which is about several less than my normal series. So.
And when you good to pull back?
But the difference is you're not building the track.
Going back.
Good
He
point.
makes a good point.
Or not. Didn't have enough oomph.
Maybe try not having, the brakes on 100% in a loaded log car, you nut.
It worked at the logging camp with 3 of them.
Yes.
Alright, if everyone's getting little jackies, I'm deleting guide track.
Oh yeah, I feel the jerks.
Yeah, now you're good to pull forward, number 1.
Alright, copy that.
Send it, full send. When you stop accelerating, just throw the brake to 20%, it'll be fine.
They're sad in chat that I don't have a chemical plant to level in this game like I do in Derail Valley, which is fair.
Maybe someday.
I was sad when you didn't destroy the place last night on the
I know.
end
I
of
managed to
the one
I
of the
managed to go a
yesterdays.
whole episode without blowing up the entire refinery.
There was no fire. I was so disappointed.
Well, I'm about to. My next video I do with Derail Valley, I am going to do 5 jobs, and it's going to be like 2,500 tons, all explosive cars. Yeah, that's going to be a thing. I'm not going to try to blow
there
it
for
up,
a few
but,
seconds. Now,
but
do
it
I have
very well
time to
might.
put a finish track on top of this that I've now got in here lined nice and neatly at 2.5 to the...
Probably, we're going to finish running all over to Eureka first.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
now getting to the sawmill, so I've blown my stopping whistle.
Did you remember to line yourself to going on the loading side and then flip the switch after you go past it so that we can go to the unloading side?
I will have to do that. I hit the
don't know
end
what
of
I did, what I did there.
my playlist on the soundtrack. I've yet to add the couple new finished tracks to it. Gotta do that.
Oh, I see it's coming through there now.
Will there be ragdoll physics with the passengers? You know, that would just be
Oh no.
brilliant. That would just be brilliant, but something
It'd
tells
be
me no.
It'd be so zip-kissed.
We can model the ragdoll physics after the pair wiggler.
Alright, Eureka's in the hole. And your lines to log unloading.
Copy that.
Okay, so this is just happening in my chat. Just deafening real quick. A person, it looks like you may have gotten hacked. From what I'm seeing in the heist Discord. So go take care of that. Assuming you're still here watching, I am going to temp mute you just for a tad. But please go fix that.
Turn the cylinder cocks on.
Duh. I built a firewood station at the top of the logging camp, so I reloaded the whole thing.
Those
You're
things,
fine.
they wouldn't ragdoll. They would be telescoping. Yeah, that's probably accurate. Cars would just all wooden frame
I
cars.
see we've opted not to go by the waterfall, judging by that track over there on the left.
Hey, no, we're not going by the waterfall. We're going basically the marked route because it's the easiest way down there.
Yeah, but the scenic route is scenic.
But you get to see the waterfall here as you come around the corner.
But you don't get to pass in front of the waterfall.
Cargo train full of mannequins.
Ooh, Mickley, is that a yard
Someone's
flower? No, it's not. It's a ladder. Bad Mickley.
Shoo.
Ladders are better for geometry constraints. Changed my mind.
And I can fit more lanes in less space by not having ladders and having a flower instead.
Yes, but if you have less physical space for the yard, in terms of length, it's better to do a ladder.
Monsieur Hess, why have you put the heavy cars behind the light cars?
Because I was trying to string line, because it's 4 cars and who cares?
This is some very, very bad railroad practice.
Something like that.
Okay, add one to the deer counter. I was distracted.
Tristan.
Just
Tristan.
Did you run off? Did you pull a Leighton? He pulled a
Tristan!
Leighton. You ran off the end of track. That's like the lamest kind of derail.
Yeah,
He
so
pulled a Leighton, everyone.
a person, don't click such links. And,
Anyway, Haas, I'm in your company, so I'll
I
just
muted you
like
for 12 hours.
unload
Just
these log cards as I
go
come
through,
back
change
while
all your
Tristan
passwords.
fixes his mess.
Change all your passwords and make sure your stuff's in order.
Do we need to be in my company now? I have $0.
I can
It might
unmute
make
you
sense
once
to
you've
be
done
giving someone
that.
else the
Just
money now.
make sure you take care
True,
of it.
I'm
because
joining
we don't-
Mickley's company.
we
No,
don't want-
Only
Mickley's
got
spent his money.
1,000.
I'm joining
Tristan-
Clown Company.
We don't want
Clown or
that to
Tristan should have
happen again.
2,000.
Thank you.
Tristan has 0.
Oh, join Clown then. Clown, you're
what
buying the
I
next
wanted to
rolling
buy.
stock.
What am I
wanted to
doing?
buy a
Sorry.
cookie.
You're buying the next choo-choo.
I am?
Okay, how about this? I have the second most money. I'll just not be in a company and accept all the money for these.
I
Clown
have a
wants to buy the
grand.
cookies, so we can let Clown buy the cookie whenever the time comes.
1, 2, 3.
It's the next
4,
loco. We're gonna get
6.
Climax, Heisler, then the cookie. God, we have to buy the logging engines first?
We need the logging engines to actually do the logging runs.
Yeah, but I hate them.
Oh, see, that's fair.
Where are you guys at? I'm assuming Sawmill.
Yeah, we're both at the sawmill.
Yep.
I'm heading out. Although I'm not lined, am I? I'm not lined.
You're not lined. If you like wait for me to come over, I'll help you out.
Sure. I'll wait for you.
You're heading out from
Alright,
the
I'm
Sawmill
unloaded
and need
here
to be
and-
lined.
Yes, wings. What is your thought?
Toot, toot. Assuming you came in on this line, you are now lined.
Locos will
Alright,
be
thank you,
faster in the
Mickley.
next update, everyone. We're lined. Here we go. He's stolen my train. That's fine.
For reference to why I was muted, somebody clicked a sus link and then got hacked by it. So, friendly disclaimer, do not click the sus links. There is no such thing as free Nitro gifts. Alright?
That is not a thing. Yeah. Big hook. I like it. The update is probably
That's-
going to be first beta. We're expecting within a week now, but it'll
Yes,
probably just
and
be
if-
construction tools. So we'll see.
Lucky.
make sure
Somebody
Kieran's
says,
in on that.
please try out my game. don't click the link to go try out that game because it's not a game. They want access to your computer.
Yeah, that one's bad too. Luckily, I know who the person is, so they weren't banned. But if you guys get scammed like that, it's very likely you get banned from a Discord
okay, I
for
banned
doing
them for
that.
24
Hello,
hours.
I'm the county password inspector. I need to hear your
Ins-
password
you
to
need to-
ensure that it's a good enough password.
Yep.
Whatever,
Pretty much.
Pharma. Anyways, I am signing off while you guys continue. At some point midweek, there will be a small session with at least me, possibly by myself, probably with Farmer because he's got infinite amounts of time to finish this yard over here. It looks like we're going to have 6 lanes, but they're going to be pretty long. So, yeah. Alright.